We are live.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, hey.
Oh
More like live scream.
my goodness.
Welcome back to our 20
Ah!
Orog very altered Ghosts of Saltmarsh campaign. We are in episode 2, still far away from Saltmarsh, as the heroes of the Argent Oak sail across the Sword Coast towards Chult. We pick up our adventure in the aftermath of mysterious attack by water elementals that nobody questioned too much, interestingly enough. Um, but in the attack, one sailor died, Nelgrek Hisatoro, who was discovered in the aftermath to have a little symbol of an evil deity, the Lord of Murder. Baal, I think, is just Baal. Um, some days have passed since then. The crew enjoying clear skies and easy sailing for the first 10 days of this voyage. At this point, you're about 3 days out of Port Nianzaru. In fact, on the Farron map that you should be able to navigate to, you'll see a little boat indicator now there. I've got a token that should be visible there. But we pick up in the midst of this adventure. The players have all received some very small paragraph stories of interactions with the crew that might come up at some point, that I handled off screen. Um, but now it is very early morning. The sun is not yet risen, but it is streaking across the eastern sky as it rises across the horizon. As Orin Silvertree, you're being awoken by Zondrosh. His voice, he's opened your cabin door and called out, "Captain, there's merfolk," kind of ushering you towards the deck. What would you guys like to do?
How much information do we know of merfolk, or I guess specifically Alua?
You can go ahead and roll a history or a nature check. You'll get different results based off of what. If you want more about their like lore, roll a history. If you want more about like their capabilities, roll a nature check.
I guess it would be a little bit more loreish, or like are they friendly? Are they not friendly? Are they like? Is this a
Be a
different
history
type
check.
of
Give me a
Yeah,
history check.
history. Okay.
And sorry, he announced this to everyone or just.
Only to Zondrosh, but or only to Orin in the
Okay.
captain's quarter. But the rest of this is a small ship. News travels fast. If you want your character to hear something or to already be awake, it's fine. I'll let you guys play that out. But right now
Okay.
Cooking
it's just
coffee on the deck.
Wow, okay. Um, Natural 20. You know that merfolk are very well known for being distant to surface, like the surface civilizations. There's not a lot of interaction. There's some. In fact, there is a settlement of merfolk in the harbor of Waterdeep. Don't have that name handy right now, but they're known to like there's an agreement with the city of Waterdeep and these merfolk to like have a symbiotic relationship. The merfolk help protect the lower waters in exchange for trade, um, materials, things like that, and the protection that Waterdeep offers. But that said, they're not strictly known as a good civilization either. They're not known to go out of their way to help people typically. They are known to have a what most sailors would consider to be like a cruel sense of humor, though not maliciously cruel. In the same vein as like maybe a fae, like a kind fae, where they like to play tricks or like just kind of fuck with sailors sometimes. Um, but they don't like attack ships normally or things like that. They're not like a violent race per se. Not in that regard. Um,
Okay.
uh,
What?
Communication, I'll say on a natural 22, like communication where like they're hailing a ship, which seems to be what's happening as the scene develops, is unusual. This is not a common thing.
Okay. So they, so I guess I understand around water deep, which makes kind of sense. Do they have a heavy trade or very light trade, or
Not
they
really,
just
no. Very
okay?
light, very light. They're very much they try to keep like
Okay.
interactions with the surface, the land civilizations at a minimal. Um, but like they still try to there is some trade certainly, but very limited.
Okay.
Very they literally live on the bottom of the ocean.
No problem. Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
wondering what they could possibly be thinking. I'm so glad I rolled a natural 20, just TBD, because I personally, as a human being, love mermaids. So glad it
I will
translated
say
into my character.
on that too. Like these are think like Ariel, Little Mermaid, merfolk, fishtails. They can't change their into legs, things like that. They are an aquatic.
Well, and they're not
So,
like
with the
serpent-like. They're not like Naga.
right, they're not Naga, but like they can they can breathe air as well.
So
and
they're
they
not
can
the
walk,
thing. So they're
but they
not the thing that
don't.
tried to kill the group in the when we were
That
down
was a
investigating.
marrow, I believe.
Okay.
Mirrors are
Um,
different, yeah.
and on the nat 20, I
Those
like
are
to say
just
that marrow are the classical bad merfolk. Like they're related. Merfolk tend to be neutral, good. Marrow are vicious and evil.
Okay.
I think positively the worst is the technical term.
There you go.
I think for actions wise, I think Orin would quickly get up. He probably doesn't have time to put his armor on, so he leaving his cabin, swinging his cloak around his shoulders to get the +1, and checking the ring on his finger, make sure he's got that +1 as well. And his hammer floating out of the room behind him, and when his hands are free, he snatches it out of the air and make sure the officers are up. He says to Zondrash, as he mentally calls out for Alua. Well, actually, he'd have to see her, so he's scanning around for his sister.
You don't need to see. You just need to know the location, I believe, like the
And she's-
general direction.
Okay.
I'm sure when she heard there's more merfolk, she'd probably be at that area, so she wouldn't be too hard to find, instant.
Yeah.
Yeah, like somebody probably went down into the hold and kind of
Yeah.
or calling out.
Yeah.
Most people who are sleeping don't really care. They're kind of and they're trying to get to sleep because sailing is hard work, and the people who are asleep want to get their rest in. A few show interest, and maybe a couple will come up, but Alua comes up. Does Mora get alerted? Alua maybe.
Somebody would definitely bang on her door, I think, as people go around
Yeah,
to get
if
the higher
anyone's
ups
banging
involved.
on her door, particularly with the water elemental thing, it's door open. What?
Yeah. She would have made her round.
Casting water breathing already.
Sure. Well,
Sure,
it lasts. I would assume it's still up. I
Yeah,
assume
mine
Mora
lasts
keeps-
48 hours.
It
So
is.
Right.
She does have a
Very
it can
special
last
one.
longer from her
yeah.
grimoire. All right. Well, then the group kind of assembles onto the deck, and you see there are a few of the other sailors kind of looking over towards the water, and Zondrash even indicates off to the starboard side, moving over and looking down into the waters, which boat is still moving. The seas are relatively calm, but you can see about a dozen figures in the waves, like their upper torsos out of the water, spears and tridents close at hand. But you see merfolk next to the ship, kind of watching up.
Are they possibly on both sides or just one side?
Make a perception check. You kind of go look over at the other side too. You don't see any on the other side. You just see about a dozen here, kind of loosely clumped together. They're having to swim to keep up with it, so they're not like stationary. And every now and then they'll dip underneath the waves as one comes up, but they're keeping pace without too much trouble. What would you guys like to do?
Okay. I think we would, or anybody who's with Orin would step up to the railing of the ship to be visible to the mermaids, right? Put his hammer. He would have his hammer so that the head is down and on the deck, and his hand is on the pommel of it to show he's not in a threatening position, and maybe call out to them.
What do you say?
I don't. Well, because they were calling us, right?
Yeah. You just
Did they hail us specifically, or did they just make their
I would say that
location known to
say
us?
that you guys weren't on the deck when that happened, but they seem to want to talk to the captain, I'll say. And maybe you can maybe standing up. The one of the merfolk, a mermaid, kind of nearish the center of the group with a big trident in one hand, kind of catches your eye, Orin. Hails out, "You are the captain of this ship, yes? We wish to discuss a matter of great importance to us. Ask permission to come aboard."
Arnold give a bit of an up noddy, introduce. The name's Orin Silvertree, captain of the Quicksilver. As long as there's no
Boutte.
quarrel. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
She just calls back her name, Merodlin Boutte.
All right.
That's that in chat.
Boutte.
Right. Yeah. We're a civil crew. Come aboard.
We have a token of our good intentions to deliver as well. If you will throw down ropes.
All right. Orin will give a quick look over at Katep and scan the group, make sure everybody's on board with letting them on.
You'll see at this point everybody's up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Sure.
A few ropes are tossed down. Some of the stronger members of the crew, Devon Slade, the bosun, Brandon, you all guys see Panu, the female Goliath, a few others kind of throw down ropes. It takes a few moments to, about a minute for two of the merfolk are ascending. You see the speaker, who identified herself as Merodlin, is this sturdy mermaid fighter, like looks to be a warrior of some sort, with reasonable muscles, leather armor. She was the only of the group with her who had all the group had sapphire blue kind of coloration and scales and like some greens, like sea greens and things like that. The tips of her, I guess I'll just show you the picture. The tips of her fins are like coral pink color. And Alua, I'll say with your natural 20, you can gather that denotes some sort of significance, like nobility or royalty, things like that. Or these tend to be associated with these brighter colorations.
Is it natural, you said?
Yes, yeah, it looks natural at least at first glance. She comes aboard with an older merman who just carrying like a spear, doesn't look quite as strong, certainly meaningfully older, with like clams and bones and teeth adorning necklaces and bracelets and the like. As they come onto the boats, the deck, they don't handle the rocking of the ship quite as well as those of you with feet who are accustomed to it. You can tell outside of the water, these are not graceful creatures. There's still some commotion with some of the other ropes as well. She introduces herself with like a little bow. I am Royal Scout Boutte. We come from Karakulger. These are virtually meaningless names to you guys. Even you, Alua, who went on a bit of a mermaid stint in school.
She is
with that natural
writing. She's fervently writing every single little detail down. She's sketching in her notebook. There's stuff going on. She's like, yes.
This is Uzmerk, wave speaker of Aviadro. I'll give you these names here.
Wave speaker. Okay.
And anybody who's trained in religion can make a religion check as well, real quick.
Sure.
Yeah, you know that Yadro is the name of a deity worshipped by merfolk, known as like a more neutral, uninvolved god as far as the land races go, but the deity of the merfolk, very widely worshipped by that race.
Gotcha.
Kind kind of as the commotion behind with the ropes, and like you can hear some like communication between the sailors and the merfolk beyond, they begin to haul up a massive tuna, like a 500-pound bluefin tuna.
Jeebus.
It just gets landed on the deck. She kind of looks
Sushi.
over. A gift to prove our intentions are peaceful.
Orin like he's a little shocked at first. That's a big fish, but he knows that it would be rude to turn away gifts. So he dips his head, and he looks over. He looks around for Barrick. The other players might not know who that is, but it's one of the sailors that Orin's identified as a good leader of the other sailors. So he looks for Barrick, and if he sees him, he'll grab a few hands and bring this to Courtney.
Courtney's kind of poking out of her kitchen area. Oh, well, that's mighty a fine gift, Mrs. Like tries to bow. Like the crew is definitely like eager. Like this is good. Like you guys will be able to eat the rest of the way to port just on this fish, and definitely beats the like hardtack and dried salted meats, kind of starting to spoil fruits, things like that your rations now consist of being so far out on port. But the scout Morodlin kind of brushes it off. It's a formality, it seems like. We wish to speak with you, Captain. And a vision from Iadro has brought us here. But perhaps, he kind of looks around at the crew, perhaps it would be prudent to speak in privacy so that your ears are not so crowded.
Yeah. Orin will nod to that. And he will. Okay, yeah. So he nods. He goes, "Can you make it, or should I have somebody help you?" But he's kind of motioning to Katep, Alua, Mora to join them. The other officers know, but he does point out Sven, because he likes Sven, and Sven fills a good niche in the group. Join us, Sven. My quartermaster, he explains.
Yeah, she nods.
As you wish, Captain.
She nods. You kind of catch a flicker of like irritation at the offer for help, but she doesn't like speak on it. They do manage to push forward. They're slow creatures on land, but they too proud to need or accept help. The group gathers into the cabin area. Gets pretty crowded. These merfolk are big creatures. Like they're 7 foot tall. Both of them are. The female a little bit larger. It's cramped in here, but not too cramped. She kind of settles, kind of leans against her spear, or her trident rather. She also has like a really dope looking rapier that's made out of like some like pale bluish material with like barnacles growing on it and shit. And a scat it's just looped onto like a belt. Though she doesn't have like trousers on because it's just a fishtail. Kind of leans in and says, "I look around at you. You are warriors, are you not? You have the look of it. Hardier than many sailors. This is good. Iadro is wise and kind to us today. We came to these waters pursuing Prince Almaraz of our kingdom, the Depths. We have tracked him to an island not far from here, but the island is protected by a group of, you can tell, she doesn't speak like she's fluent per se in common. She speaks and understands it, but she doesn't she doesn't know it well. She kind of pauses and, man beasts protect the island. We lost some of our party in trying to scout and claim Almaraz's safety. We beseeched Iadro, and she looks to Ernmek, or shoot, what's his name again? Uzmark. kind of dips his head acknowledgingly, who says that this ship will have the means to free our prince. And so we beseech you for help, strangers. We can offer some reward, but the bounty of Yadro we do not carry much with us. Kind of looking around. Would you help us free from these man beasts?
I don't.
Said not far. Tizalua, does anybody want to press that question further?
Just interject. Well, as an action wise, while she's still talking, mentions islands nearby. Oren's already collecting the map and measurement tools that he's got off to the side because every day they'd be checking where they are,
Yeah.
and pulls them out onto the table in front of him to kind of start checking where they are at the moment and what islands might be nearby on his map.
Sure. You guys are between, like I said, you can go to the Farron map if you guys want to look at it. You're between the island chain known as Lanton's Rest and the Nilanther Isles. The Nilanther Isles are infamous as bastions for pirate activity in the Shining Sea.
Yeah.
Or the Sea of Swords, rather. And if you pull it out and kind of offer for her to move forward, and show you. She points to an unmarked spot on the map after giving it a bit of consideration. Here. It is here. And she kind of points south of the Nilanther Islands, but still where it would be considered part of that island grouping. But there's not, she's not indicating an island. She's indicating a spot of water.
All right, can you say that again? Where was it? Where did she point?
The Nilanther Isles, kind of the southern tip of it. Yeah, around that area. And Sven, you know these isles fairly well. You know that most, there might not exist a map that shows all these islands, so it's not strictly unusual for, to you it makes sense that she's pointing to something that doesn't appear to exist on the map.
So I have a question. You mentioned that it seems like Common isn't their native tongue.
Yes.
Would Katep have any indication? Is this a race that speaks primordial, or would it be something unknown to him?
Go ahead and make a history check as well, I would say. You don't really know.
That was so
a lot of
tough to
them
explain.
do, but you're not really sure. As an aside, Alua, you know that they speak their own language. They speak merfolk, the merfolk language.
All right.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, since he doesn't know whether they do or not, he's not going to start speaking in primordial.
It might, I don't know, it might be a little rude, but charisma isn't Oren's highest stat. So Oren probably has one arm crossed over his chest with his other on top and his hand on his chin. And he's and he'll look to the party and be, well, what you lot think then? It's at least another day on our journey, and to be honest, getting around the Nilanther Isles was a stroke of good luck, and testing that luck hasn't always worked out for us.
Usmerk cuts in. His comments even worse, but he simply says, "Yadro will guide you safely."
I was going to ask, is there any rapids, or are there any what was shallow water? I don't know what they're called.
Reefs.
Reefs.
Might be what you're looking for. Merolin shakes her head. The island is surrounded by beach, by soft sands with no hazard. It is inviting but dangerous.
These man beasts you speak of, describe them.
She kind of the grays and greens, horns and tusks. They act like people but feral, dangerous.
Is that anything that I would have encountered in my time?
Make a nature check at advantage. It's not
Make it shape. Okay.
Just for fun.
I've lost. Where did I put you? Nature, you said?
Yeah, with it at advantage.
Whoa!
Oh boy.
Orcs.
Didn't even need it. How about the
Orcs?
They're orcs.
They're orcs? Okay.
Together, she might not know that word. With
Sure,
her
yeah.
understanding of common.
It's a limited com. Well,
She goes on though. 24, 20 to 30 of them, led by a menace. Just a menace of them.
and sorry, how many merfolk? We have.
About a dozen.
There's a dozen that are on the ship, or just a dozen in
just
total?
the two. Just the two. About a dozen that were in the water, and only 2 came aboard.
Well, Captain, if the merfolk say they can lead us, I think between my familiarity and their guidance, I think it won't be a risk to the ship. I think it's just a question of time and resources.
It would
a
add
raiding party.
It would add about a day.
Yeah. Time and resources. A raiding party of our crew plus their numbers. I'm sure it should be a doable task. My guess is by man beast they mean orc. Do with that what you will.
And we'd have the day to get there, aye? Tell you right now, my spells are not exactly meant for dealing with problems.
You'd be able to get a long rest in easily. It's about a day's travel there.
It might cost us a little time, but I feel like it's worthwhile.
Aye, I agree.
Who knows? I'm sure these merfolk would be good people to have allies in.
And I'm sure plenty of other adventures or ships that had passed by have possibly also may have managed to strand themselves onto this beach as well. And probably there's some good stuff there hidden.
Are you having this conversation with the merfolk still present?
Yep. I think
Basically in
after
agreement.
Yeah. Morod then kind of cuts in on your heels here, Lua. The orcs, you call them, they have a narrow ship. Nothing like this. Smaller, quick. They raid, we presume, with it. But we did not spot any other wrecks on the sands. They have a small village. It is very small island. As I am now Russian. It's crazy how these work.
Russian
French to Russian in 15 minutes.
It's small, just trees in a small hill with their village.
My guess is with the reefs protecting these islands, I would suspect there will be few wrecks on the beach itself, but perhaps on the way in we might stumble across wreckages. Whether we want to take the time to do diving to search them is an entirely different prospect that I think can wait until after the rescue mission.
The terrain when you were at the island, is it just sand and forests? Were they very dense?
They kind of look to each other. It is trees. Together, they might not have the most interaction with how dense a forest could or should be.
She's like, okay, think of it as when you go through
many trees.
When you go through kelp, do you go through a small field or do you go through a vast field?
They still just for fun, make a persuasion check. We'll say,
Okay.
just to see how well you're communicating this idea to these very foreign individuals.
Was it persuasion?
Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah, they kind of look to each other. It is not could walk through it without issues, but there are many trees and they kind of like an airfish.
Okay.
Animals. Yes,
animals
birds.
that bring. She does not. I laugh. She's like, makes sense. It's absolutely fair. I think she's
Right.
gonna
I
start
think
calling them
Orin,
airfish from now on.
right, Orin will give a big smile because he's always in for adventure, right? And he goes, "Well, I think it's lucky you found some propereros at sea."
The shaman, the wave speaker. Uh, hmm. No luck. Yadro is wise and kind to us, but we thank you. Yadro did not show whether you would agree, only that you would be.
Right.
Marodlin cuts in. So we take it you will assist us.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll save your kin.
We to be forward. We do not fight on the land. We are outmatched.
Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I don't think you're much help on land. Probably just get in the way.
This is what we say, yes. But you want to come into the water, or lure them into the waters, the shallows even. Well, can
not
you
a bad
be in
idea.
contact? And she looks to Alua and Sven, like looks to the unarmored adventurers here. Mora.
I think on accident,
Spellbook.
Alua reaches out with her mind and says yes without moving her lips.
Good. We will be near and watching.
Alua would like to do something before they leave, or as they are leaving. She'll walk with them.
Sure. Back up to the deck.
But when we're done with this interaction.
I think, anything else to be done? They seem satisfied with the response.
I don't think so. I think we have a game plan. Oh, did they? We did plot a journey and said it would take about a day to get there. Is that what you said?
Yeah, looking at where she's pointed to it, yeah, you would figure close-ish to a day, somewhere between.
And sorry, what time is it now? Was that in the morning?
Early morning.
Okay, so we'll get there by evening, do an overnight, and then rescue in the morning.
Sure, something like that. It's
Or
hard to
something like
tell.
that.
Well,
She is
we have time
pointing
to
to
make
a spot, like a very vague spot on the map. You gather it would take 12 plus hours to turn and chart your way there. You're being led there too. Like they're saying they'll guide you at least too. So
right.
it's not you're not gonna have to deal with the figuring out exactly where you are on the map. Just hey, follow the merfolk. Follow the merfolk brick road.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Orin will, he'll give the orders to the crew. He might even take the helm for a little bit as we turn around. He's got to get the sails all turned and stuff. He might, to keep spirits up because we're kind of turning around. He might say the crew saw that there was a big tuna, right? So he might say extra ration tonight.
Yeah, I mean that seems to be what the crew already surmised. One thing to note for you all: your sailors are not fighters. If you want them to fight with you, to raid, it'll take some convincing, or at least some sort of discussion with them.
Yeah.
But you certainly know some of them seem to be capable. All right, you guys turn and the merfolk just dive off the side of the ship.
Oh wait,
very gracefully. Oh yes, right.
Yeah.
While we are leaving, Lua will turn to Morodlin, and she'll ask, a few days ago we encountered a water elemental, or a creature just made out of water.
Yes.
Have you experienced anything, or would you know of any interruptions in the area?
This was about 8 days ago, right
8
out.
8 days ago. Yeah.
So you've traveled quite some distance. They kind of look to each other. The waters sometimes are angry. You should be prepared. They don't seem to give it much concern or anything like that. They don't.
Okay.
They're not bothered by the mention of it. They kind of take it in stride.
Okay. I was just making sure there's like no underwater like volcano or something like that. Maybe. All right. Okay, well, thank you.
They dive off, and over the next few hours, you will maybe, if you look for them, you might catch glimmers of them, just kind of, off in the waters around. But infrequently, they probably don't want to stay too close to the surface all the time.
She's absolutely enthralled. She's like, yes.
All right. Anybody got any clever ideas on a plan of attack?
So then, just for since you know that area a bit better than the rest, go ahead and make I'll say this is a survival check, trying to piece what you've heard about this island and its location together with what you might otherwise have known.
Okay. Survival.
It'll be pretty high DC.
Well, I'm trained in that. Ooh, a 16.
Yeah, like kind of over the next few hours as you think, you might like be like, yeah, I think I've heard of like island, like small orc tribes raiding from islands. It does check out. Like this is like a not incredibly unusual is all you would know, but nothing more.
All right. Well, so we know that they're raiders and they have a smaller skiff, something meant to catch up to a bigger boat and get on board and fight. And we're going into where there's like little tropical islands and stuff. It's not a place you'd usually sail a big ship. It's dangerous, right?
We'll interject here. Actually, this island's a bit more. It's not part of like the main island chain. It's a bit more isolated.
Okay.
We'll say that was part of the conversation with Morodlin.
Is that to imply we should be able to access this island with our ship?
Yes,
as opposed to
like
having to take rowboats in?
they mentioned that there were no reefs nearby. You'd still have to take you can't sail your ship up onto the beach. That would be a very big problem. But you could anchor it in the bay, like in the waters nearby, and take rowboats from there.
Yeah.
Well, what if? I think what I'm thinking might still have merit. What if we try to disguise ourselves as looking like we're beat up, and that we're limping towards this island? And maybe try to lure them onto our ship where we can fight them as they're coming up on board, rather than trying to like storm an island where we don't know anything.
You do realize we run the risk of a crew getting hurt, losing more than we've already lost.
Yeah. I don't know how much of the crew I want to get involved.
Not many of them are fighters, so.
No.
Well, Captain, they did recommend or suggest we could lure them into the shallows. We look the part, wounded, on our way to get to shore in desperation. Perhaps that might lure them out into the shallows.
Every time fighting is being talked about in the water, Mora's just got this face of, don't make me do it. Please don't make me do it.
Well, I don't think we also asked is if there are other chain of little islands that maybe we can kind of hop, because our boat is pretty large, pretty shiny, pretty boat. So they might see us from a distance. So if we're coming at a particular angle, maybe we can use that as cover, and so they do not see us. But I don't know the area as much as you two, so I'll leave it to you.
Well,
you guys aren't familiar to that extent with this area.
We have to consider too that the person we're trying to get is being held prisoner on the island. So we do have. So these sailors, they are good at sailing though, and we do have a fast ship. So
yeah,
and we have mermaid support. So we could maybe come up with, if we look injured, and draw them out off of their island onto their boat to come raid us, while us, the heroes, are underwater with
upside down, breathing underwater.
Underwater with water breathing, and the merfolk can swim us in onto the island to go retrieve their person while the orcs are off the island, and then swim us back to the
longer you talk, the more Mora's just no, not under the no.
Just to remind you guys too, your ship is equipped with a ballista and a mangonel, which is like a catapult-like thing. So like it's not defenseless. So you could like.
No.
What is the range on those weapons?
You could find them if you look at your under the actors. You should see a vehicles folder, and then open up the Quicksilver. you'll see like fire, ballista, or you'll see the ballista under weapons and stuff.
Yeah,
One question.
like that's
I
kind of what
see.
I'm getting at. I trust the crew to be able to sail. I don't trust them to be able to fight the orcs off, right?
Right.
So like I would trust the Quicksilver to be able to deal with a little skiff of orcs.
You guys also do have an orc, a half orc rather, on board your ship. If you want to treat that as a resource.
Well, that's true.
I do have one question. We're bringing Joyce along for this, Or are we
Yes.
leaving her here?
Oh,
Probably.
she should probably stay here.
No,
We were
if we
told to
get
help her see the
separated, I'd
world.
rather. Yeah, I'd rather bring her with us. I don't want to get separated, just in case.
Mora and Alua, you guys do know that Joyce has access to sending. Just as a thought.
Aye, which I do not. So
Yeah, because I was wondering if here needs magic support, then she'd be able to communicate back and forth with us with with spell, and she can also fight.
I
If
can do that from
needed.
120 feet as long as they're not
I mean,
too
you
far
can
away.
mind link. You can mind link with Zerosh too, though.
Only for a limited number of like hours.
Yeah.
Over that big a distance.
I'm not sure how long I'm thinking this is gonna take. I'm feeling like a smasher. I'm just giving like an idea, like a plan, maybe a framework to start building on. Because I'm not sure. To be honest with you, I think we could take 20 orcs, but I'm not. I don't
mean,
want
we
to
can't
pitch
take
the
them all
5
at
of us
once.
against.
But we
Can't
could take them
I
if we
mean,
pick our fights carefully.
I'll tell
Right.
you. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I learned a spell I haven't exactly used a whole lot of yet, but ever seen a dwarf cast a fireball?
Yeah, I can't say that I have, but I'm intrigued now.
We're gonna learn very soon.
Lady, I like your style.
And I can also send up some creepy tendrils in a certain area that will just multiple creatures.
We're gonna need to see what the
I
island
did not
itself looks
like
like.
that.
A lot of the planning we're gonna end up doing, we're gonna need to see the island because at the moment we're fighting with not even a hint of a layout.
It is also possible that if we go up, leave our boat a ways out, go up on a smaller rowboat or something, once we have the prince, the merfolk could help us get back to the ship if we're still being pursued.
Yeah.
My only concern with all of that, we lost our only decent sneaker. And Mora will pointedly clunk, clunk, clunk in a circle.
Yeah, that's why when I'm thinking of like how do we sneak onto the island, I'm thinking we have to do it like underwater. We can't. There's no like actual sneak rolls involved because we're not going to pass those.
Under the icky. I don't wanna.
Or over? Can we fly over?
I can fly for roughly 10 minutes, but that's me alone.
I can also calm emotions for you if you'd like. Just a little tap and you'll be fine.
You're wasting one of your spells that we might need in a fight, though.
Yeah.
I'll be able to breathe. It'll be fine,
If
but
we-
don't expect me to be happy.
Well, I don't.
I mean, this might sound
It's not
crazy,
my-
but as a player, do we even want to consider diplomacy? Is that at all on the table?
Yeah, my negative
But I mean,
charisma
the
having
orcs.
ass is not considering diplomacy at all.
Yeah.
Like, if we have a
Diplomacy's
half
always
orc,
an option.
can we somehow negotiate? Not like an
Alright, well,
exchange,
We
but
could
just
always
like
talk
a.
to him.
Let's call him in. Call him into the cabin.
You know, I'm gonna tell the lot of you. Have fun with that. I got someone I'm gonna go talk to real quick, and Moira's gonna go off looking for Whitbraid.
Okay. Give me a second. Let me jump back to the ship map here. Pull out. What is his name? Gurzud or something? Yep, Gurzud. Nailed it. Look at me. Gurzud is a pretty big fellow, right? You know, he's this. Getting a good look at him, I want Orin and Katep and Mora to roll perception checks. Well, Mora's not there. Never mind. Not Mora.
Yeah, no, Moira's gone. Yeah, sorry.
I'll give it to you anyways, and just say it's kind of an accumulation of the time spent on the ship.
Ah,
Okay.
Good to know. He's like, good muscled, like hardy half orc fellow, thick beard, like pretty large teeth and tusks for a half orc. He kind of enters into the cabin after you send somebody to call out for her. What is it? What is it, Captain? He gives like a little sneak.
I love him already.
Mm-hmm. Does he give a little curtsy?
We're heading to an island to reclaim a prize. The island's inhabited by orcs. And I'm going to be honest, I ain't met a whole lot of orcs in my life, and you're the closest we got on board.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check real quick.
I think Alua probably in the corner is like, ugh. Graceful brother. Oh.
He kind of.
I mean, he's being blunt.
Yeah, he is, and he's not like what?
Not the doesn't he have advantage on all charisma checks?
Not in this case. This is to affect like the crews, like larger, not an individual.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Capital C crew, not lowercase c crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of. I don't want to do anything with orcs. Just kind of like leans forward and gives a bit of a growl, like stares, like meets your eye. And you can tell he seems like this is like angry just at the idea of having to deal with orcs.
That's
Oh, yeah.
fair.
I mean, I can accommodate, but you sounds like you've got a history.
Yeah,
Bad
you could
blood?
fucking say that I have a history. You think I might have a history being a half orc?
Yeah, I mean, probably.
He does kind of give like good luck. If you have any questions.
Yeah.
But no.
That's why I called you up here, because I got questions.
Yeah, all right. What's your question?
If you had 5 guys and you had to fight 20 orcs,
6, not 5.
6, not 5. And
You
you know
got a
what?
choice.
3 of them are like super magical, too. I think we got this.
Asking for a friend.
he's just staring at you.
Yeah. Or it's kind of doing it on purpose. Yeah.
Magic 8 Ball says ask again later.
Right.
He just kind of
You've
like
been
he's like
a great help,
what the
mate.
fuck is the question? Yeah. I'm gonna go eat some fucking fish, Captain.
Yeah.
Kind of as he's leaving, he's like, people. He leaves if he's not stopped or anything else.
No, Oren might even pat him on the shoulder, close the door behind him. As we keep talking.
I'll say thank you on his way out.
Sure thing, miss. For whatever.
Your patience. Maybe Alua will also start maybe following out as well, and more of, hey, has anyone been in this area, know about orcs in this area, kind of like put that out a little bit.
I
Get that
don't
radar.
think anyone's been in this.
Well, just
Make-
hearing rumors or maybe stories being passed from tavern to tavern. Or
Make a charisma check
okay.
to see whether the crew freaks out or not as you start asking about one of the, classic enemies of civilization.
These guys fight krakens and they're worried about orcs.
They do not fight krakens.
I actively think every crew member would die upon just seeing a kraken, let alone trying to fight him.
I'd be
Kraken
waiting
has-
for
Make a charisma check and we'll see how
I
well.
get it. Oh, hold on. Check charisma.
Yeah. Not gonna give you
Yeah.
your persuasion nonsense on this one. Okay, you managed to kind of keep them from asking away where you're like, people are like, why are you asking about orcs? We're not gonna go fight orcs, are we? Like none
No.
of them are thrilled about the idea. None have natural intrinsic knowledge that would be helpful in this situation. You gather that some of them have encountered orc pirates in the past, things like that. Orc pirates are feared. Orcs are bigger, stronger, quicker than most humans, and they're vicious. They are dangerous opponents. But I mean, they are still just orcs, right? I don't want to hype them up too much.
Yeah, no, I think
Not really that
you
big
guys,
shit.
You guys at level 6, you guys are reasonable badasses.
yeah.
But
She was just
still
checking to
20
see if
to
there's
30
any...
orcs.
Yeah, the conversation would have been simple, hey, are you familiar with any orcs in the area? And this is pirate area. Are there orcs here? So it would have been more general than but she didn't say that. So.
And a panic doesn't grip the crew.
Cool.
They are sensitive about dangerous topics.
Shouldn't be on a boat. Okay.
All right. Any other plans you guys want to make? I know more. I guess we can sweep over to you real fast. Roll a d6 for me.
Oh boy.
Don't get a 1 or a 2.
Don't say that.
Yeah, see, you had to open your mouth.
kind of go around asking or looking for the crimson-haired, mohawk in front, longer braids, Homatrude with braid. She's sleeping right now.
Not gonna bother her right now. Nah, not for what I'm gonna bother her with. In that case, I'm finding my way to Joyce, and we're about to have a whole long talk of prepare for a fight tomorrow.
Okay.
I think Alua would probably get in on that.
Sure. I've reworked your NPC companion a little bit. She doesn't have a spells that she can turn on and off as a NPC, I'm saying. So she has what she has. She has which I can I'll share. I'll make that publicly to y'all. She's not
got
hiding
Laser
stuff.
Beam of Doom.
I think sometimes Alua, when she bursts into a room and Joyce is in there, and it's just either Joyce or it's with Mora, she'll start saying sister-in-law.
Wow.
You. Maybe the first time she just kind of looks up sharply. What exactly do you mean by that, Alua?
Always wanted one. I wanted to say it, see what it felt like on my tongue.
Right,
Mora's response to that would be like, you have to
I'm not
understand,
that.
once she gets an idea in her head, you're not going to get it out. Just ignore her. I do.
Hey, it's not just me.
She just kind of levels you just a very flat stare, Alua. Joyce is fine between us, I think.
That's fine.
Thank you. Let me move her to where you guys can find her more easily too. Buried in folders. Move her to players. We'll just put her under pets and familiars.
Wow.
It's there, right?
Not even NPCs, pets and familiars.
She was under NPCs, factions, Waterdeep, Blackstaff Tower. She's in 4 folders deep, so I'll just move her up here for ease of access. So she has a fairly she is a evocation wizard right now, so she can bend spells, cause her lightning bolt to whip around people, things like that.
Hey, nice, all right.
Her spell list. Her hit points, things like
She
that.
still has things I don't know. Time to teach me, lady. Give me your spells.
Oh,
Give
I
me
forgot
your
to say at the beginning of
Give
stream.
me your teeth.
I forgot this question for you, Alex, for beginning of stream. Could we have all the ladies do target practice out in the water to just keep up our magic skills and whatever with moving targets?
Mora don't have spells like that anyway, so it's okay. It's just you and Joyce.
What sort of moving target are you using?
So maybe putting something in the water and having to hit it. Like a can.
What are you putting in the water?
Like a can or something that floats.
Throwing a can in the water?
Something that floats.
Can on a string.
The boat is traveling about 5 miles an hour constantly.
Exactly. So we're just hit something
you
as
throw it in the water and there it goes.
Kind of pull,
or
just simple games just to keep up our magic skills and entertainment. Since we don't have a role on this boat. Okay.
Sure.
I mean, we can use magic missile, Mora.
that never misses.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'm assuming. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm assuming you, as crew members, are still doing crew-like tasks,
Don't have to be.
or is
Don't have to be.
Rosalua luxury
Yeah.
shipping it?
Mora definitely is, because Mora hates boats.
This ship can accommodate up to 20 passengers.
Alua has gotten kicked out of a
They
lot
are
of
not.
things. She's got kicked out of the kitchen. She got kicked out of rigging. She got kicked out of
That's
freaking
fair.
crow's nest.
That's fair. That's
mean-
fair. That makes sense.
Alua probably tried helping a lot, and then eventually got told, "You come in here again, we're kicking your ass." So
It's not like she didn't try. She just didn't find. The only person that would tolerate her was the medic. So it was Flood. So, but no one's hurt. So it's like, what is she gonna do?
That's
yeah,
funny.
so Mora keeps her. Mora's the polar opposite, where people had to like. One time when she was having a meeting and going back, had to be cornered by people to be like, "Look, we've been trying to talk to you."
Yeah, for sure though. And the crew's like interested, they'll be like, you think they might be placing bets and things like that off to the side. who does better, things like that. Give little cheers, things like that.
Oh, that's
The
cute.
crew's,
That's just
the crew's very kind. Like they aren't mean to Alua, and certainly aren't to Joyce either.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
Brief
we don't.
little-
We're not. We just
Yeah, you're
useless.
You all got like prestidigitation and shit like that. You guys
Yeah.
are priceless on board.
yeah. We do like little things to entertain the crew.
just
Definitely helps.
to get the opinion of everyone, what sort of things should I be bringing? I read water breathing when I said it. Leave me alone.
Fireball sounds great.
Probably air
I
and water.
got fireball.
Are you able to ritually cast water breathing?
I am. That's why I never learn it.
Perfect.
Wizards are able to ritually cast unprepared spells.
Maybe perhaps anything that like absorbs elements. Just
I
in
do
case.
have absorb element. I never take it off.
Hold them, I'll hit them.
I have low health, so shield and absorb elements never gone. Always on my prepared list.
There's I guess Bane. Do you have Bane? Bane.
I don't
or-
have Bane.
yeah, or
I have things like suggestion, misty
Yeah.
step, ray of enfeeblement.
Misty Step would probably be good, just since you are low health, and if there was ever a flanking situation, even if
Mhm.
Yeet, I'm out.
yeah,
And I do have a lot of AoE spells, so I guess things that yeah, you can have like a good.
I will say my only attacking spells: magic missile, burning hands, fireball, pulse wave.
Pulse wave's pretty good.
That sounds fine to me.
So if you detonated a fireball on their little skiff,
That could fuck it up.
8d6 fire damage.
yeah. So we just got to get you like what? What's the range on that?
Depends.
Range is 150 feet.
Fuck, like that's far.
Yeah, I was
Don't
gonna
know.
be 120, but it's even farther.
How about wall of fire or wall of wait?
I have wall of water.
Wall
I
of
do not have
water.
wall of fire.
No, that's still.
I have
works.
wall of water in case people try to set our ship on fire. I just
Yes,
create big
very
wall of
smart.
water that, yeah.
I'm just trying to think because in all the like pirate shows or the Pirates of the Caribbean or something, they don't just like walk into a fight. They always got a clever plan.
Mhm.
All right, I can have 3 more spells. I was thinking maybe Ray of Enfeeblement in case there's a big baddie we got to worry about.
Well,
bonking
they
on
did
us.
say there is
Likely.
they led by a menace of them. So yeah, that could be good for like a war chief or something.
Yeah, a chief of some sort, you would imagine.
Yeah.
Then there's things like Dispel Magic, Fly, Haste. But those are all...
I mean,
Third
haste
level, so I
is
don't want a whole lot
very
of-
tasty on Orin, right?
Oh yeah.
Or Katep.
Who had enlarge?
No one yet.
Okay.
It was a spell I was looking for, but it would have cost a lot of money to get my hands on.
Okay, never mind.
It would have had 119 gold added on to the actual price of copying it, so...
Is there any other information you guys are after when making preparations?
No.
did we
Um,
ever decide or ask Joyce's opinion if she's coming with us or staying on the ship?
Mora walked up and said prepare for a fight, so I didn't exactly give her much of a choice.
What do you mean a fight? What is going on? Are we under attack? What is going on?
No, wrong accent. Tomorrow we're gonna end up on shore dealing with some orcs. Never hurts to have backup. You were told to come see the world last. Come on. You're coming with us.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh god, that'll go well.
Give you advantage. Since you're a wizard.
Witsy besties.
Oh, all right. All right. What are we fighting? What?
Orcs.
Why? How do we?
They've captured a prince, a prince, and they're getting him
Prince?
back.
Oh. Oh.
Now I've got your attention. Should have gone the allure route. Got it.
What does that mean? What is the allure about?
Not a thing. And going back to flipping through a spellbook.
All right. Sure. I'll make sure to get a good night's sleep. Alert the Blackstaff. Tonight. Today. Now. I'll do this now. Anything else? Any discussions with the merfolk? Or the crew?
Lua wants to talk to Flood, letting him know, like, oh, we might have to go. Myself and a few others will probably have to go to a shore.
I would imagine the officers are informed.
Yeah. So,
I was gonna get to that.
asking him if there's any like potions or sneezing's not coming out.
So
If there's any potions or poultices or salves, things like that we might have. Actually, I have salves for burns, so I'm not really worried about that. We should have all that in our inventory.
So this isn't the City of Splendor. This is the Quicksilver. I could ask around and see if anybody has a potion shop side hustle that they're doing, but I can't imagine so. No.
You know what? That would have been amazing to have actually got a alchemist kit or something like that to actually make potions while we're here. No, I'm not doing anything.
If you are wounded, if my services are needed, I will do my best.
All right. Well, that's check mark that off the box. All right. Thank you.
Of course.
Is there anything if we find on the island that you might need, like herbs, fruits?
If there's fresh fruit, I won't say
Aside
no.
from food, yes, the food we understand.
No, I've got what I need on board.
Right. Yeah. No, Orin definitely would have. Orin and Katep, I imagine Katep would have done it too. Informed all the officers.
Yeah.
Probably even told the crew in general too. It's not like we would get very far if we kept like super crazy secrets about the dangerous situation they were all going into. But just assure the crew that any plans for fighting strictly involve the heroes of the Argent Oak. That the crew is only expected to sail and perform their regular duties.
Okay. Are you like trying to just be very you're not invited, or like are you trying to leave anything open ended?
Right, like, because there was that one lady who was really eager to fight, wasn't she?
Yeah,
Morella or something?
it's more like this. If there's an away team that's going to shore, they're not invited, but they are expected to maybe perform a little bit with a bit of a hustle. If the ship has to, fire guns or whatever, fire their
or maybe phrase it
sail
like,
back.
we aren't going to force you to go ashore or anything. Your responsibilities are on the ship. If you want to come, that's your prerogative, but we're not going to force it on you.
Seems like Orin wants to make sure the crew stays on the ship in case the ship gets attacked.
Yeah.
I will
makes sense.
say maybe Orin, Katep, Sven, and Zandrosh say, since I assume it's known that Sven's getting looped up to go aboard, or go on shore rather. Zandrosh kind of leans in. Now, in case of worst, what do you want? Say, how long do you think this will be? And what happens if it's longer? What happens if you don't come back?
Well, I'm trying to think how long. I'm thinking like smash and grab, like we're in and out in an hour, or two. So, depending on the timing when we get there, I think if we don't make it back, like wait a day. If the sun starts to set, then you have to head back to Waterdeep and inform the Blackstaff.
I was thinking more of like 3 days.
I think if we're going to be longer than a few hours, we'll be able to get a message to him.
I was gonna say,
They
yeah.
have like sending and psychic links and stuff.
That's
And I would have. Are you guys like even to get a robot in? You're gonna have to be somewhat close to the island.
Yeah.
I
It's
guess
going to be
you
one of
could
those
drive
things.
north vicinity.
I don't think we can hide the ship. The ship's going to be visible. We're going to anchor just offshore and rowboat in if that's what we're going to do. We haven't like fully settled on a plan. Do we try and like act like maybe throw up a white flag and try to act like we're a ship in distress looking to like get help and draw
Is
the
that a war
orcs
crime?
out and drop a fireball on them?
I think it is.
What?
No, I don't know if that applies in the world of D&D, but
I doubt the
false
orcs
surrender,
will,
I believe, is a war crime recognized
doubt-
under the Geneva Convention.
I doubt these orcs are sending a representative to the Shield meet every 4 years to air that grievance, were it to come to pass. It's a bit underhanded, but I mean they're orcs. Like orcs are like you don't
Orcs
negotiate
aren't
with orcs easily.
like
They are
understandably evil, right?
yes, very much so. Like individuals, might have reputations like Gurzud on your ship hasn't given you any trouble and the crew seems to be okay with them, but like as a race they are known to be vicious, evil, plundering assholes. No,
Yeah.
most people would be like, "Oh, you tricked orcs and killed them all. Good job, guys. Thank you."
Yeah. One less, danger
Right.
on the sea gotten rid of.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So is that the plan? You're going to
Smash and grab
Move
our
up.
way through 20
move
orcs?
up close, rowboat ashore with the landing party. You're hoping to see the. Are you going to try to wing it from there? Are you like saying, "Hey, we'll see if they send out a ship and attack the village then"? What's the ideal situation?
If it's still dark when we get there, can we rowboat ashore in the dark and maybe hopefully they don't see us?
Yeah, for sure you can, and
That might be a good idea. Yeah.
for sure you can.
Okay, so then the sun will come up, they'll see the ship out there, and we'll give it a minute. If it looks like they're going to go to the run for the ship, we'll leave orders with Zondrosh to drop sails and give them a runaround because we should have the faster ship, a 3-mast sailing ship. We're not
Well,
like
their
a
skiff might be
merchantman full of
maneuverable.
plunder. Yeah, but we're fast.
All right.
We got that like brute speed, right?
There's few ships that would outrun this ship in like with the wind at the wind even and everything like that. Very few ships would just be able to just catch up, but angles being what they are and things like that. If the wind died and they have like oars, they might be able to catch up, things like that. But you should reasonably expect to be able to outrun most ships in the Quicksilver. Yes. All right. So
and
that's
then
the plan.
have the mermaids help us get back to the Quicksilver after.
Okay. You guys, so you're going to go turn off, make sure that there's no lanterns lit or lights on the ship, on the deck, and go full dark once you get close.
Yeah.
Try to sneak you onto the island. All right.
Yes,
you guys want to
indeed.
sleep in the interim, or do you want to sleep when you're there? In the dark?
Sleep when we're dead.
I would rest up on the way there so that I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Personally. Orin might come out of his cabin for the first time in his full plate armor. And if there's any crew around as they go to make their leave, he might remind them that, they're sailing on the ship belonging to the heroes of the Argent Oak, and then he'll pat the railing of the ship. This is the Oak. And then
Don't fuck it up.
One of them, Preston Morris, kind of. I thought they were the Oak. This isn't Oak.
we're already like getting lowered down. Yeah.
All right, sure. You know what? I'm gonna have you guys for funsies here.
Wait, we're resting on the island, or we've already gotten the rest?
No, resting on the way.
Okay, cool. I was gonna say because I already swapped my spells, and if I need to go back to what I had before, I remember them. But
we'll go ahead and take a break there, I think, and pick up as the you guys have. We'll say real quickly. It's getting towards evening. When the Marodlin hails to come back aboard the ship. Just lift it up. She kind of, it's really just a rope is tossed to her, and she like, just rappels up the ship. She's pretty strong. We're close by. Another 30 minutes or so of sailing, and your eyes will see the ship or see the island. If you've got any last plans, now's the time to make it. And if you want to approach in the darkness, you might have to wait like an hour or so. But not easily enough done. It doesn't seem like they're aware of your presence. And we will go ahead and take a break from there. Be back at, we'll say, past. Long break, 18-minute break.
Ooh, 18 minutes. Oh,
All right.
Okay.
And make it a nice even, or 13. We'll say 13.
yeah.
25 after. There we go. So we'll be back at 25 after to continue this rescue mission.
Dum, dum, ba-da-dun, dun, da-da-da-da-da.
Woo. We would.
Right. On that note, I'm going to say this is a stealth check for the approach of the Quicksilver towards this
Ruh-roh.
mysterious island. For this, it is a D20 plus the ship's dexterity modifier
Who's rolling
plus
it?
the crew morale, which is plus 5 right now.
The captain gets
I'll
to
roll
roll.
it. Oh, yeah, go, Captain. Do it.
Oh.
So it's a D20.
I can
Is
also
this
take
I'll
turns.
say just plus 5. I'm not gonna make it be a dexterity check, because that's just punishing.
That just
And
jumped
it's an 11.
like 3 places on mine. Didn't
Okay.
roll. It literally bounced on my screen.
Still reasonable. The crew's reasonably quiet. As the lanterns that normally light the deck at night are extinguished. The 2 rowboats are lowered with the 6 members who are going aboard on board. Out of curiosity, I guess it'd be Sven. Well, yeah. So each rowboat requires 2 people manning the oars. There's 3
Yeah.
obvious choices.
I mean,
Orin,
Katep would do
Katep,
one.
Sven.
Mora.
Mora's gonna
My
handle it
strength
too.
my strength isn't utter ass, but it's not great either.
It's not like
I mean,
strictly
Orin can
hard
do it
work.
by
It's more.
himself.
Yeah, my strength is
You
12, so I mean
probably could handle one boat by yourself if you wanted to.
But actually, Orin's going to make Joyce and Olua do it.
Joyce is not rowing the ship.
Neither
I guess
is Alua.
she's
guys-
swimming then, Captain.
Wait, so does does one of the merfolk, the Uzarg, whatever his name is, did he come get us? Are we
You're
assuming?
kind of alerted. Guys,
Okay.
actually, in fact, as you guys approached, I'm sorry, you do see like a very it's easy to miss against the dark horizon, but a black spot on the horizon as you
Oh.
approach this island. You also see a fire burning on that island, like a bonfire kind of thing out on the beach.
Yeah.
Um,
Can we employ a couple of mermaids? Actually, would it help to have them like push the boat ashore so we don't have the oars slapping? Maybe make it more stealthy approach. Let them in on
I
what
don't
the
I don't
plan
know
is?
that the merfolk would accommodate that. They're prideful creatures. They do escort kind of up towards like help. They're in the waters with you all. But once it gets to the point where it's not like 2 feet deep, less than 2 feet deep, the waves are kind of rushing in. They pull back so that they're not caught on the shoreline themselves. But it's not hard. You guys, the ships aren't loud. Like it's a very sandy, very smooth. Like this island is like a resort island kind of situation. Like super soft sand, gorgeous trees. The water around is pretty clear. And you guys are able to land. Well, where would you guys like to land?
Oh,
Right
On the
into the thick
Gradia
of it.
Island.
So Alua would, during the time that she still has like the distance, mind link with, I guess, our guide, just
One of
so
the-
they can communicate. Yeah,
One of the merfolk or somebody on board the ship?
the merfolk. So just in case
Sure.
something happens, there's a mind link, and she'll let them know like, hey, this is by the time I get to this distance, this away, this will be gone, but I can
Sure.
communicate
You also
when we
have a
find
number of.
so-and-so.
I believe that only lasts a number of minutes once you're outside of like a
Yeah.
close range.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
How long does it last? How long can you maintain it?
Something plus
Ghost
my.
find it.
I have it here somewhere. It's like this plus my like level.
okay. I really want to check something here.
Yeah, I'll let you know in a second.
Sure. So you guys can see the rough outline of the island here. It's not large. As you can see, it's like 3,000 feet wide or so. Pretty tiny.
How long
That
is
is the village.
Yeah. I think the Quicksilver is like out here. So in the dark it's hidden, but when the sun comes up, we're hoping they're able to see it and they're going to go out to it to
Okay.
draw them out of the village while we go in. And
When
we
you
would
guys-
row ashore like here and start
guys are
making our
rowing-
way inland.
you guys are rowing ashore like, early nighttime. Like it's dark, but like in the,
Oh.
not in the morning or at night. Wouldn't you want, like, do you want to be sitting on the island all night?
No, I want to get us on the island with just
Like 2
like an
hours?
hour, enough.
An hour?
Yeah, an hour, 2 hours, enough time to get out down to the village from where we rode ashore up
It's not
here.
gonna it wouldn't
Before.
take long. I mean, it's like, half a mile wide.
Yeah.
So. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. You guys land. Where you're landing, you do see like this rocky, grass-covered hill rising up. It's the only major elevation on this island.
Hold on. This brings up another thought, actually. If we're rowing the boats here and we make our way inland, they are 4-seater boats. We could have had a crew member row us out and then take the boats back to the Quicksilver, the rowboats, and plan on stealing rowboats from these guys or having the
But what if we
mermaids help
don't?
us. No, I think our plan is to have the mermaids get us back to the Quicksilver, right?
I don't think that was discussed.
Is that going to make more our free Caribbean?
You mentioned that, but you
Well, I mean,
would have
she'll
your
do it.
boat. Like if you're killing the orcs, would you need them to?
Maybe. We don't know exactly what we're going to get into.
I will say, just as a reference, like if you did have to ditch the rowboats, it's not the end of the world. Major ports like Port Nyanzaru has docks that accommodate ships like this. You would be able to sail up to the docks.
And we could probably get them replaced in port.
Yeah. All right, so we'll just say for now, though, to keep things moving forward, you guys have beached the rowboats. At the far side of the island, kind of where the hill would protect you, and you're going to intend to sneak across through the jungle. It's a light jungle. It's not like it's not a super dangerous place. They're mostly like palm trees and like light vegetation, things like that. A few airfish chirping around. But you guys want to sneak towards the village now, or do you want to get in a closer position and be ready, or wait until you see what comes next?
Yeah, be in a closer position so we're ready. So if they, so to take advantage if they leave.
Okay, then I need a group stealth check. You guys are presumably trying to approach across the village or the island quietly.
Are you going to do the request thing, or should we manually?
You're not going to, because you guys don't have tokens on this map right now, so you guys just manually roll it. I'm
Well-
going to check.
Great
There you
start, team.
You don't botch outside of combat, though, right? It's just a 1.
No, but you do have disadvantage
3.
if you're in heavy armor.
Yeah.
There's the way a lot of people do group checks is you like natural 1s or natural 20s count as 2 successes or 2 failures, as long as the group succeeds as a whole. Mora.
How did I do so high? And
You did do really good.
there's
6.
well,
All right. There's 4 failures, really.
It's
all
the
told.
sand. It's the sand.
Well,
Jesus.
it's not really even the sand. Once you get off the beach, it is, a jungle, like beach forest and stuff. But the fallen wood and twigs and stuff are very dry. They say it might not have gotten rain recently. As you're creeping along, no lights. Presumably, you guys don't have torches out or anything like that to keep yourselves more stealthy. You guys do begin to it's like, oh shit, we hit another twig. It's not a particularly silent approach. You cross about just a reference. You guys are creeping along. What's everyone's passive perceptions here?
10.
My passive is that the little number in brackets?
Yes.
Minus 17.
My
Okay.
passive perception is 16.
Okay. It's going to be next to your perception. The number, there'll be a little something in parentheses. I think yours is about 20 or so because of your lantern.
Yeah, well, the little thing on the side, it's not expanded, so I can't see. It's like not working for me.
10.
Mine's only so high because of observant. Let's go.
Under your attributes, where it shows you like like you see perception, wisdom +5, and then in parentheses it's 20.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Continue doing the things.
Still 20 for you. So 3 of you guys notice as you guys approach, somebody steps on, like probably a Lua because you rolled the nat 1. You kind of like put your foot down. Oh, I need to roll for Joyce actually.
Oh yeah, just Joyce get a
Go on,
crit.
clutch crit.
Come on.
If Joyce
Come on,
crits,
Joyce.
Joyce crits, it's going to come down to roll a rollies, but we'll see. Just a straight dexterity check for her.
Come on, Joyce. I believe.
It
Well, it
was
hovered
20
on
on my
a
screen
20
for
for
half
so
a second.
long. Close.
Unfortunately, because of the Lua, you guys are creeping forward, the 6 of you all under the cover of darkness. It's the very barest hint of sunrise is starting to light up the distant horizon, but it's hard to see it through the foliage. Lua, you kind of just land right on a twig and hear just a snap. It kind of echoes in the silence of the morning. There's that pause for a long moment. There's that pause for a moment, and then Alua, Mora, and Sven, you see about maybe 100-ish feet in front of you, just a dark figure kind of straighten up. You can't really make things out because it is so dark and he's pretty far away, but you just kind of see this figure in the gloom, the twilight. Take a long moment. You hear a
Alua's going to mind link with her brother and be like, figure right in front, 12 o'clock. Be prepared.
Can I just check something quickly before anything happens? Checking one of my features.
you see this figure pause, kind of stare towards like maybe face the group. It's like a humanoid figure, you can tell, and then like begin to turn away towards the village.
Oh, towards the village.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna mage hand a couple coconuts out of the tree and make them go clunk clunk and make them think maybe it's just coconuts falling out.
I love it.
He was too far away for me to do anything.
Yeah.
How far was he?
About 100 feet.
100
About
feet?
100 feet. Can't hold person from 100 feet.
Does anybody here speak Orcish, by the way?
No.
Negative.
Nope.
I do actually.
Are you doing anything in response to this?
No,
I
was.
You probably heard.
Yeah. I do speak Orcish if you're.
You hear a voice. Do you actually pull out coconuts from the tree, Oren?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make a deception check.
All right.
Why not?
Time to be clutch, dice. Let's do it. No.
Oh.
I tried.
You hear it's just like it's two actual. It's not halves of coconuts. It's just 2 coconuts. And then just clunk, clunk, clunk. And kind of, they're just like in the air slightly. I would imagine. You kind of there's that pause. You kind of hear. You hear this figure shout out over its shoulder in Orcish. Then you understand. David, there's something in the forest. Go get the cat. Go get the chief.
I think Sven would like quietly translate this to the group.
All right. Do we want to attack? Do we want to try and drop this guy before him and his buddy leave?
There's a distant, like further out. You can't see the other figure. Again, it's pretty much dark. Those of you without dark vision would be mechanically blinded at this hour. Obviously, you can still see limited stuff, but there's a response further along. And then the figure begins to turn back and come forward.
Towards us?
Back towards you guys. Yes.
All right, well, he already set the alert. Might as well just wait until he comes to us.
Well, or we can try and take this one out quickly.
Oh, yeah, no, we could. I'm just saying, like, we would be... Okay, let's just go.
He's like 60 feet, 50 feet.
We'll wait in ambush.
Eventually, about 50 feet away, he pauses. There you are. Kind of growls out
Dash.
broken
No, I mean,
common.
not dash.
What are you
the
guys
charge.
doing?
Orin
Okay,
rushes.
I am casting Emboldening Bond.
Yeah, if Orin goes forward, Katep is right next to him.
The minute he's charged, I've got a whole person. He's close enough now.
Well, we will move over to the playground here and roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh, I need to add Sven to this real fast.
Oh, I rolled a 9. I didn't do it in combat.
That's fine.
Oh no, it got it. Okay.
And
These are very...
Now that Jamisa's
Oh.
gone, hi.
Yes, the
I'm
whole
always
person off
first
first,
now.
and then people can wail on him.
Yeah. Now that
This is how it's
Jamisa's
supposed
gone,
to
I'm always
work.
first.
who here doesn't have dark vision?
I do
I don't
don't.
believe I do.
I do.
Do
sorry.
You do because of
Oh, hold on, let me-
Goliaths don't. I don't believe.
Goliaths don't,
You
yeah.
do
Hang on,
because
let
of
me-
your eye patch, Orin.
I was gonna say,
So
yeah.
me and Orin.
As soon as he stops and goes, there you are. There's like this red flare as his demon eye lights up and it's charging through the trees at him.
Okay. Let me roll those things.
Wait, so we weren't able to hide and ambush him? We had so much
He knew
time.
he detected
No, he
you
found
guys.
us.
He heard
We
you guys,
just
knew where you
failed
guys
the
were.
stealth check.
Yes.
I was
so.
just wondering because he like left to talk to his buddy and then
He
came
didn't leave.
back.
He just kind of turned to call over his shoulder. He didn't
Okay.
leave the area.
Well, remember he said that he knew there was something in there.
Okay. Do. All right. As you guys, those with dark vision, as it gets into your dark vision range, and you can make out clearer details, you see a massive orc. This is bigger than the orcs that you guys might have heard of. Not like unnaturally bigger, just a very large variant. Sven, you rolled a natural 20 on your are these things orcs? It clicks that these are a subset of orc called Orogs,
Okay.
which are just bigger, they're like the hobgoblins to goblins kind of thing. Bigger,
So they're Urugs.
nastier, bigger, nastier variants in plate armor, pulling out this great axe as he begins to stride forward through the underbrush.
So
Yeah,
did I
or-
get my emboldening bond off? before I
No,
clocked
this
it?
this would all be kind of.
Okay.
If I may, you don't have Joyce on here. She's with us.
Let me add her. Thank you.
Then you know what I'm doing. I need a wisdom saving throw. Oh,
Just double check that you didn't roll crazy.
Maybe we can just set the entire forest on fire.
we'll get
She
there.
did not roll
Nope.
crazy, you guys.
Joyce might be a little spooked.
Might be. All right. Wisdom saving throw from this thing. Let me get my actual dice tray out here now.
17.
Rolls a natural 3. I'm not going to look up what its wisdom modifier is because it's not that.
Not good enough.
So yeah, you
Hell
guys
yeah.
would briefly see like that cerulean like time clock appear above his head, and there's just a like final tick tick, and then it stops moving, and so does he. Get him,
Orin,
and
you're
that's my turn.
And he's held right now?
yes, he is affected
Paralyzed.
by an old person, paralyzed.
Okay. Because I do have to dash. I have to dash, so I'm not going to get my attack. Yeah. Or, yeah. The light flashes. Orin dashes forward. Katep hears in his head, go high. And he feels that familiar, push. As
Yes.
Orin pulls him to within the 30-foot range so that Katep on his turn will get the attack. I got the wrong thing. Oh, it's paused. I'm like, I can't. Yeah. And then Orin will, rush in and, 55, 60 to get behind him. That's his full movement. Yeah. Kind of do a little two-step around him to, over here, big boy. And pull Katep to within 30 feet.
Right, what is that ability? Can
His
you just link it in chat for me?
telekinesis. Yeah.
Okay, so it's one of your. It uses. Does it use one of your
I believe
dice?
I can use it
You
once
get
without.
one. So gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, as you're running, you do it for sure. Okay. That's your turn.
Yeah.
All right, Alua, you are up. Um. Yeah, I'll give it this. So Alua, you do have dark vision because of your lantern,
Oh, that's right.
so you can make it out without issue. You can see what's going on at this point. They're at the at the fringe of what you can like clearly see.
Oh, here. Sorry, I gotta push the button. Sorry.
Okay.
No problem.
Then maybe would it be beneficial to then whip the lantern out and just focus it on the battle? But everyone has dark vision. Wait, we clarified that, except for Joyce
Joyce
And
doesn't,
Sven.
and Sven doesn't,
Sven.
And Katap.
and Katab
And
doesn't.
It's
well,
only Mora. No, it's only Mora and Orin who have
Alua
dark
does
and
vision.
from
Alua
her
because of
her lantern.
the
Oh, Alua.
lantern.
A freaky lantern.
Mora and the twins.
Yeah.
That's a sitcom title right there.
Oh
right.
my goodness. Yeah. Okay.
Leave the
Then
bonus action to change the lighting on the lantern.
yeah. She'll just kind of be in charge, I guess, of aiming to make sure because she's not very strong, and she can fight from this far away, so she will adjust. I think she has to be a little bit closer though. Wow, I haven't used a lantern in a while. I am sorry. I'm looking for the
Oh, good. Oh,
range.
good.
I think it's 30 to 60. Wait, maximum is like 10.
We'll just move you closer for now, anyways.
Yeah, I have to
Basically,
move.
while
I'll be over here with you, Katap. I have to be within
Sure.
30.
Any actions you want to take?
That was a. I think that was. Was
I think
that my
I
action?
think
to
it's a
take
I
it
think
out?
it's a bonus action to alter the lighting properties of the lantern.
Okay, because I didn't have it out, so that's why.
Well, it's on your
That's
belt.
a free action
It's always
to
on your
draw.
belt.
Okay, okay, just double checking. If that was a bonus action, then she'll just use her regular action to.
Bonus action. And you can do it mentally, anyways.
Yeah, I can do that mentally. I get that one.
And like it's attached to your belt. You don't need to be holding the lantern for it to shine light.
Right on. Then she'll cast Dissonant Whispers,
Okay.
which will be 16 wisdom saving throw.
Rolls a
2.
9.
Yeah, even better. Damage. Duff.
Da-da-da.
Oh my god.
Great damage.
Oh my!
There's music.
My phone just told me it's.
Alright. But it is
little bit.
affected by it. It's just kind of like something like kind of a bit of blood comes out of one of its eyes. Anything else?
I think that's all she can do. So the light is there, so everyone can see. Should be able to see this creature, or
Yep.
sorry, being. All right, right on. And then she'll stay there.
All right. End your turn, and Sven, you're up.
Okay. This is my first time playing a spellcaster. How do I see if it's concentration or not in the spell?
Be a
There
little
should be a little
C.
C in a box
Ah,
next to
the
it.
C. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I can also sort by concentration.
You can sort by concentration.
Yes.
You can sort by prepared only. Things like that to help.
Well, that's convenient being able to sort by concentration. Okay. Yeah, as an action, I'm going to... Actually, let me look at the freaking map. Sorry.
There's about 60 feet away.
Yeah, I'm looking at the range on one of my features. Emboldening Bond. Any creature within 30 feet of you. So I will move, I guess, my 30 feet, which is 6 squares. Was that 7? That was 6, right?
Yep.
I think so.
Orin's within range? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to cast Emboldening Bond, giving on Orin, myself, and Ktep, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, you guys get 1d4 on any ability check, attack, or saving throw you make.
Be sure to link it in chat for him.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Sorry. You guys would see Sven like stamp his spear into the ground, and these, I guess, yellowish fissures of shimmering light fly towards you guys, and wash over you, and you feel emboldened. That is my action, and then as a bonus action, I will summon a spiritual weapon,
All right.
which will be my spear, but with a nice freaky looking claw on the end, hovering over the homie there.
All right. I just realized I forgot to make a special spiritual weapon for you, so we're just going to use the one that Morris had for now.
I do have a spiritual weapon. Yes, I do. Okay.
Yeah, I just forgot to make a special token for it.
That's all right.
All right. You can make an attack with it if you'd like.
Okay, I can on this one. I wasn't sure.
Yes. Same
And it doesn't benefit from flanking or anything, right?
Nah, I wouldn't
Okay,
think
I
so. But
assume
it does
not.
benefit from paralysis. The creature is paralyzed, so attacks have advantage.
Oh shit.
And
Well,
if you hit, which you do hit, it's an auto crit.
so it doesn't matter if I crit then because. Okay.
You can roll it if you want to, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, and then I can do
Damage.
this plus to crit.
Yep.
Holy shit!
20 points of damage.
20 points. Yeah, as a spear, just kind of like, I think maybe for flavor, Sven will like raise his arm with his spear as if to like throw it like a javelin, but you see the spectral form of the spear just fly towards the guy.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty. Brings us to the Orog's turn, who can do nothing but attempt to save. It is its turn. Natural 18 will succeed. So he's no longer paralyzed. He kind of, in the aftermath of, it's kind of just there for the moment, gets stabbed down by this this spear through its neck, bleeding profusely, but still alive, still down to fucking romp. Looks back over his shoulder and just gives like a roar that kind of echoes among the trees, alerting more formally to the fight.
Yeah.
But that's a turn, which brings us to Katep.
All right, so Katep heard Orin's voice in his head. He kind of gets dragged while through the darkness because he couldn't see at the moment. So you just hear like a bunch of twigs and stuff bouncing off his armor. He can suddenly see. He sees this wicked-looking spectral spear stab this thing in the neck. It roars, and then he just keeps running forward.
I can imagine Katep might have like bumped, like hit like a little tree, like bounced it with his shoulder as he's getting flung forward.
100%. There's probably like a tree branch just kind of hanging limply, half broken. But he's running forward with his sword drawn, is going to swing, trying to get the flank with Orin.
Sure.
Just Kool-Aid Manning his way through the
He
forest.
kind of lands and like looking like this Orog's like 20 does hit.
Hey,
Oh,
Oof.
Nice.
See that sword does fuck
That's
Yeah.
some chili.
after all.
yeah, it didn't do well against water elementals.
The Orog is still up. Badly
Alright.
wounded at this point, but still up. He's like in the
Second
process
swing.
of trying to figure out who to attack as it's Joyce's turn.
I still have another swing.
My bad.
With a natural
Bad
22.
order.
Let's go.
Yeah.
oh, baby! Let's go.
Yeah, how do you want to finish off this Orog?
Haha, yeah.
Well, I mean, he's already
Yeah.
got that hole in his neck. So I think after the first swing, if this thing is like rearing back to roar, Katep just kind of pivots the sword around in his hand and drives it into the stab wound, the spear left, and into the neck, trying to get, vocal cords, things to make it stop screaming, even though he knows that we've already been found out. But
All right. As the creature crumples, Katep, you kind of begin to hear this soft laughter. This kind of group I would presume moves in to make sure everything's okay. You hear this soft laughter that it takes you just like a fraction of a moment to realize it's not Alua's voice in your mind. It's something more unfamiliar, feminine, but wispy, just kind of laughing softly. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Ruh-roh, wait,
Huh.
what? Oh no.
Well, I've got the emboldening bond if I need it, so...
You do.
Wow.
I'm just
You
going to go
have
ahead and...
Before.
I'm just going to roll it just in case.
Okay.
You get plus 10 to your save?
Or a
Jeez.
protection.
Yeah, you get your plus 3 as well.
The 19, you kind of, as the laughter kind of just echoes around in your mind, you just feel this impulsively, you look over your shoulder to where that hill kind of rises in the twilight. Just kind of get feel the little shiver pass by you, but nothing else. The voice fades.
That's concerning.
And so
Ahead
you
of you
said you've heard
guys-
that in your mind?
Yes.
Or in contextual
Ahead of you
mind?
guys. Ahead of you guys, you hear a horn blast.
It's like a little bicycle horn. Like a little clown
Like
bike.
a war horn.
Oh, really? It's not the.
It is that, but it's from a war horn.
He's really good at playing it.
Yeah, it's massively incredible.
Like, man, if that guy went to Waterdeep had talent. Like,
What are you guys doing?
We should probably not be here. Anything on the body first off? Is there glance?
You want to take a few, do you want to just look at it, or are you going to take some time to really investigate it?
30 seconds.
Okay, make an investigation check. I'll say at disadvantage since you're giving yourself a sharp time limit.
Investigation. Not bad.
Okay, pretty good. This Orog is wearing plate armor. As mentioned, it's not in great condition, right? It's parts of it are rusted and bent, but it's still functional. You find a small pouch with 17 gold in it. Open it
Wow,
up.
rich.
Oh, fairly reasonably rich. And that is all you find with a 14.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I mean, she doesn't need the 14 gold, but she'll take it anyway.
17.
I mean, yeah, we got
17.
wages to pay.
Yeah, we do. That's right. Okay, she'll party funds.
Yeah, I guess that's someone's wages for a little bit, eh?
Yeah, it is.
How long does spiritual weapon last?
Just 1 minute.
Okay.
About 30 seconds have passed by the time Alua has straightened from the... take some time, you look around, finds the coin. Oh, shit. Nice, looks around. Nothing else of note.
Sorry, so the horn went off, but we don't see anything?
Not yet. It's still very dark. It's still it's probably 4:30 a.m., I would say. Something like that. Dawn's close, but it's not here yet.
we can either try to back up, or if we stay here, we're probably fighting the entire encampment right now.
Yeah. Well, sneaking failed. I guess we're on to fireball.
All right.
Edit Vin's token real quick too.
And just for my reference as a player, what sort of armor, if any, is Sven wearing? Just since I know it's really varied with clerics.
You know what? Let me double check what I'm wearing, because I don't remember.
Yeah, and we've been out here on the water.
I'm wearing
for 2
scale mail.
weeks.
Scale mail?
Yeah. And I do have a shield, although it is currently just strapped to my back.
Does scale mail give disadvantage on stealth?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
yes,
does
it does,
it?
because that's why Mora did. Yep, it does.
For future.
My mistake.
That's fine. I mean, you failed anyways, so.
Oh, well, fuck me. I could have negative failed, I guess. Negative failed? That's not what I meant. Critical
Isn't that
fail.
just success?
Yeah, that's true. I couldn't succeed. I thought... What am I thinking? Oh, breastplate doesn't give.
Breastplate is more expensive than scale mail for the same AC, but doesn't give disadvantage.
Right, okay.
Sorry, I'm just updating Sven's token to show health and such. So it will in the future. Okay, so yeah, so what's the plan, you guys? What are you guys doing? You could reasonably assess that the village knows you are here, but it's not like, after 30 seconds pass, it's not like they're storming down at you or anything. We'll say that you guys are about 2/3 of the way across the island, so the village itself is still probably another between 500, well, probably about 700 and 1,000 feet away. Maybe like through the trees in the distance, you can see like the flickers of flame over a palisade. But it's all dark. It's hard to make out details.
Okay, so I'm thinking I think maybe one of the most reliable ways to get them into a group where Fireball could do a ton of damage would be to maybe parlay and have Mora have her Fireball ready for a signal.
Give me the word. We just need to know what the word is.
Pineapples.
I believe bird.
Guys, we have two people who could just mentally give the okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but what if it's Katep that sees something and needs to give the signal? The signal is like now or roast them.
Got it.
Wait, what was the second word you said?
Roast them.
Roast them.
Roast them? Okay.
All right,
Hit 'em
so
with some fire.
you guys are continuing through towards the village.
Yeah, I think all stealth failed, then yeah, I think we might maybe attempt a little bit of diplomacy
Yep.
and put ourselves into the open.
And maybe arrange ourselves so that the squishier ones aren't in a position where we could get flanked if we get jumped from the sides.
So Joyce and Alu in the middle, because out of everyone, they're the squishiest. I at least have some AC with my scale mail.
All right, go ahead and arrange yourselves on here how you want to be.
I guess.
Joyce like here or.
No, yeah, Joyce behind Alua. Or,
Okay.
not Alua, Orin.
Joyce right behind. Okay.
Yeah. I'll protect her backside.
Thing of note too, you guys are armored and armed.
Yep.
How do you have any? How do you want to present the? We want to talk at this point.
I think Sven's weapon would be put away. Just like weapons away, just like arms up, kind of like a let's parlay.
Yeah. So like there's
Mora never had her weapon out, so she's good.
Orin will mage hand his hammer to like float beside him and just kind of put his hands up. He's in the lead, right? And he's wearing full plate, so he reasonably assumes he could survive any arrows that they would fire at him. So yeah. So his hammer's floating like right in front of him. So like if he were to put his arms down, he could just grab it. Boom. Like it's close, it's visible. It's that presentation of like, yeah, I'm armed and armored, but in this instance, yeah, my hands are empty.
Okay.
We can defend ourselves, but we're
Powerful
not.
badass. Yeah.
Are you guys going to approach the village or stay put? Wait for them to find you.
Mm-mm. We heard him call for the captain, so I'm going to start walking towards the village, assuming the captain or their chief is making their way out here.
Okay.
So it would be able to.
It only takes you a few minutes to proceed forward. You hear a few more. You begin to hear like shouts and such coming from the direction of the village. It was very early. Most of them were probably asleep. You just happened to be caught by one of their sentries. So you guys are able to get pretty close before others notice you. And you see these orcs. This unit. I will. Yeah, no, it's still pretty dark. We'll say at this point, dawn's kind of coming up enough to where vision begins to light up. Like you can make out in dim light the surroundings. Just for simplicity's sake here. The orcs all have dark vision. I don't want to put you all at crazy weird disadvantages. So you can make out dimly the surroundings. See that you're approaching a small village with palisades up that block your view into it. By and large, there's some just open areas. There's not gates. There's just empty spaces between the palisades where people can move out. You see a small party forming at the entrance closest to you all. This party has let me double check real quick. I accidentally just clicked away from it. You see moving inside a collection of orogs and orcs. It's not all orogs. They're more smaller, less armored orcs. But they're kind of moving around and amassing at the entrance here. One of them, you guys are spotted as you guys kind of begin to leave the tree cover, as the trees have been cleared out of the village perimeter. You're about, we'll say, just about 60 feet away from the palisade itself. If you do want to get that close. Yes, you're cool with getting that
Yeah.
close. Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Once you're kind of stepping out from the trees. Go ahead.
I would say, I think we'd approach just like cautiously, right? We're not like waltzing our way over, but
Hands up and such. And you hear a cry in Orcish towards you all from one of these Orogs at the entryway. Stop there! Who is this? What is this?
Sven would translate to Orin.
All right. Orin Silvertree, captain of the Quicksilver, and I'm here to collect something what don't belong to you.
You want to fight? They call out after. I would imagine there's a translation for you, Sven. Actually, no, they understand common. I'm sorry, they understand common.
Do they respond in common?
Yeah, and then you just what does this Orog steps forward? You want to fight? And they just kind of laugh slightly.
Okay. I'd rather not.
You see one of them kind of calls out, "Where's Orog?"
Well, he decided to fight.
All right. These guys are like armed and at the ready, just for the reference. Kind of look over. I'll say, make a deception check, because you do intend to fight, right?
Well,
the goal is to kill them, right? To roast them.
Well, I mean, if they had a quick offer to make, like, yeah, we'll give him up if you do something.
Okay.
Now would be the time to do it, but yeah, we're pretty much ready to fight.
Then make a persuasion check.
Okay.
It's going to be very hard to convince these guys not to just charge, so just have that in mind. Yeah.
Right.
You kind of look at each other. You see one of them pull out has a javelin and goes to begin to throw it back. And we will roll initiative.
Roast them.
Once I finish that.
Can we holler to roast them as I see the javelin?
They were ready. They see you. They're ready. You're not surprised.
But they're not expecting a fireball, are they?
No, but that can be something that happens on their turn. Give me a quick moment, you guys. I want to. Foundy's a bit weird. I didn't plan for you guys to be so far away. If you had led off with hey, look, there they are, fireball, maybe, but with a bit of attempt to compensate shit.
Well, in theory, I'd like to fireball a lot more than two of them.
Something. Proper heroes give them a chance to surrender.
I was just gonna say give them the split second chance. I did go from neutral to neutral good.
Yeah. Who am I missing more? Right.
Old Orin might have just yelled "Nuke 'em from orbit."
No. Oh God. 1 second. Didn't see anything. Why'd that happen? 1 second.
Oh hey, yeah. There's a lot more than two of them. Okay, fireball it is. Woo.
1 second.
I still can't
off
see.
The bat, or should I do the tendrils first and then do the fireball?
If I go before you, I'm a fireball.
Both is great.
1 sec. Just fiddling something. 1 sec. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
You don't have space to put us as far back?
I don't have space to put you guys as far back as I'd want to. I'm going to check something in a moment. I just had to fix a mistake I made that I don't think anybody noticed, which is good.
Quick, everyone call him out.
Well, why don't you just delete a wall or something?
It's the map boundaries, but just a second. I'm just getting everybody on the map first. Who am I missing? Orin. Joyce is here. Can you guys still see if I put you out here?
Yes. Yeah, we can still see.
Okay, wonderful then. I wasn't sure. So we'll say about.
I'm
Get you
behind
a-
Joyce, by the way.
Yeah, we'll arrange
Okay.
how you guys want it
Kind
to
of
be.
kind of
I'll say
diagonal.
Katab
Yeah.
probably stepped forward at this point. Like,
Yeah, I was trying to maximize aura of protection and who I could use interception on with
yeah.
and especially if they're all in front of us and it doesn't look like they're coming at us from all sides.
Make
towards
a
the front.
perception check, Katab.
Oh,
on that
I'm
side.
bad at these.
As you kind of have that thought to look around.
I'm
Nope.
bad at
Yeah,
these.
there's nobody coming.
All right.
Nobody's coming.
Then
It's
I'm
okay.
right
We
here.
love you anyway.
All right, yeah, we'll go ahead and roll initiative as these guys are.
How
ready to
long has it
fight.
been, Alex?
It's been about more than a minute, I'll say, but less than 10.
Less than 10. Okay, so my
So
emboldening
Hey.
one is
Holding
still
five,
up.
it's okay.
I'm bringing up the rear, you guys.
What the
Oh,
fuck
you
was
got
that?
a 0. All right, bud.
Y'all are gonna see some tokens just being made up here. That's just for me to roll initiative with.
What did Mora roll? 25. There you go.
Yeah, I get a
Yeah,
+6 to my initiative, guys, because I get to add my int bonus. Let's go.
Yeah.
Chronergy Wizard, man. I'm always going to be up there now that Chamista can't roll
That
insane
is
numbers.
normal.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you see this group kind of milling about in the front here. You guys do see like through the palisade. I'm not gonna, you see more movement beyond. This isn't the entirety of the village.
Oh, of course.
But-
And
That 3 squares is a good choke point if we have to murder the whole town.
sure is. Mora, you're up first. It looks like with your insane initiative rolls for once. Actually, you always do. It seems like.
For once.
More's just going to flip through a book for a moment and go, all right. Lift it up, and there's this color that'll come up from it. Starts cerulean that turns to a different color to this bright orange beam. I'm going to have it explode
Oh my God, Joyce got another.
right there.
All right. And what's
Joyce is
the,
really
the radius
beefing
on
it.
that? What's the radius on
What?
that? Rara?
20 feet. I was trying not to place the thing down.
You're fine. All right. Yeah, that'll get all of the ones there, and maybe a couple you can't see. All right. Just go ahead and roll your damage while I make some saves.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a
33
decent
points
roll.
of fire damage.
Sure is. All right. Well, regardless of if they make the save or not, the regular orcs are incinerated.
Nice.
Wait, because
Fireball doing fireball things.
that's what 17 hit points. Halved? No,
16.
Oh, some of them might live. Many of them die, though. All right.
Many of you will
Most
die.
of
and
them
that is
die.
a
All but
sacrifice
one
I am
of the
willing to
regular
make.
orcs die outright. Let me make rolls for these Orogs. You see 4 Orogs here in the again plate armor that they've. They fucking sleep in their armor. Let's be honest here.
Yeah,
They're orcs.
that's not surprising.
Failure. Natural 20. Natural 14. What's your save? 17 fails. 15. And a natural 18. So 2 of them succeed. 2 of them fail. You said 33. God, Jesus fuck. Ow.
Yeah.
Orogs.
Fireball.
My Orogs. And then 12 to those who. Wow, that one has
You
to
should
go
be
up.
happy. I'm finally doing the wizard thing, remember?
Yeah.
Is this your first fireball?
It's her first
Yeah.
Yes, it
fireball.
is.
Wow,
That's a hell of a fireball.
first of many. A good first one too.
All right, and also I will say, do I have like a fire token handy? I don't believe I do. All right, yeah, that fucking absolutely annihilate. Like the so you do you want to describe the explosion or anything like that, or do you want me to?
No, you can.
Okay, so yeah, this little bead, just a little bead of fire, just kind of jets forward, and you guys kind of all, you're preparing, pulling out your weapons, etc., and you can kind of trace this bead as it just, and like you see these orcs kind of looking at it, watching as it closes in on their midst, and then just detonates in this flash of fire. The fire clears. Many of the orcs are just like smoldering corpses that have been thrown by the blast. The edges here of the palisade here are like just caught into inferno. They're just lit up, and there's smaller fires on the grass that was in this area is just incinerated, leaving sand and dirt behind. It is just a catastrophe for these creatures. You hear from beyond the war horn blows again, just like a fraction later, and you hear more shouts and can see through the clearing smoke more frantic movement behind the palisade as more of the orcs get together now that their party was pretty much wiped out. The living Orogs, all of whom kind of picked themselves up, are pretty badly hurt. Their armor smoking, glowing in places, but alive. Anything
It
else?
was just this wide-eyed. All right, I think I can understand why they like it now. And then
Good job, says Joyce, flipping through her spell book.
just gonna step her ass over to here and be like, I don't want to be there in case they try and throw one in return.
All right, Orin, you are up.
Yep. Yep, I hit my end turn.
All right. So yeah, that's an Orog.
Supposed to be a fire. Yeah, all those creatures in front of you right now are Orogs.
Okay.
Do we have
So
any
this
idea of how
Orog-
many we incinerated?
Tough to say since they were mostly behind the Orogs. Maybe tops a dozen. I've already forgotten how many I deleted.
Well, because they said
Tops a
there's.
dozen.
Does the village look like it can hold more than the 20 the merfolk advertised?
You're not able to get a good look at it yet, really,
Okay.
because it is still pretty dark overall.
Okay.
Okay.
Adding
So this orc here, I imagine as he's like recovering from this big blast, he just hears this voice, "Oi! Still want to fight?"
They just growl.
And Orin is like 5 feet away, moved his full 30, and I'm gonna bonus action try to shove this Orog towards me as he swings his hammer.
All right.
Oh, I clicked.
Fucking
something
teeing
wrong.
yourself up for a fucking
It's a
golf
strength
swing.
save from them. They're good
Pardon?
at these. It's a strength save, right, for them?
I will link it. Is this it? No, it's not that. It's the feet telekinetic that I'm rolling.
Yeah, it's an 11.
Okay, telekinetically, you do so. You must succeed on a strength saving throw. Well, the target must succeed 8 plus my proficiency bonus plus my
Sure.
ability modifier.
Which is intelligence, I think. You
Increased
up
by
your
this feat.
intelligence.
So
That's gonna be
11
a
plus
fail.
whatever your intelligence is.
Yeah, it's a
Is,
failure. It's a failure.
Plus 4, sorry. Yeah, he's 18 wisdom.
Yeah, so he does get moved in, and he just jerked forward. In range
Slap him!
of... attack.
Oh God,
Give me
dude.
a
You
double
just
check
T-ball
here.
him.
Yes, that does hit.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
We rolled
How
2 natural
do you
crits.
want to? Yes, 2 natural crits so far for you guys. Like
Wow.
what part of do you want to like throw him into the fire? Like where do you want his dead body to land?
It's like visceral. I want him to. He shoves him forward the 5 feet just to get smoked and fall back the 5 feet and fall right at this orc's feet. Yeah.
Just
And Orin's just
ping-ponging the
pointing
poor
his
guy.
hammer at him like he's next.
Their eyes are like red and furious. They roar. They're not gonna back down from a fight.
Of course not. But
All
that's
right.
yeah.
That's exactly
Very
what we
awesome.
want them to do.
Awesome. Alua.
Seeing how
I'm sorry, real quickly. Mora and Orin, I need you to make charisma saving throws. You begin to hear Mora.
Oh, Jesus.
I need you to make it with disadvantage.
Me?
Yes, because you killed a lot of people.
Ooh, I was really hoping it wasn't.
I'm not good at these. Oh dang.
It's only a DC 10.
Oh, you're not good at them either.
No, I'm not.
Two of you guys begin-
We both have an 8 charisma.
You guys begin just to hear this feminine, wispy voice just laughing in your ears, and it just remains. And Orin, you're like, begin to like look back to see what your friends are doing, but your eyes just get drawn back towards the distant hill. You give a shudder. That's it. That's all that happened. But the laughter kind of echoes your mind. It doesn't quite go away. The same for you, Alua, or Mora. Just hear this foreign, unfamiliar laughter, amusement that lingers in your head.
Creepy.
And it will continue to linger into your head until I say otherwise.
Anything else?
Oh, that's me. Sorry, Corby. Yeah, no, it's your turn, Alua. Sorry.
Okay. I'd like to think that Alua is getting like secondhand laughter in her head because she's always connected with Orin's.
You're not
No, I know.
at all.
It's just funny.
Which might be weird once it's later.
That's true. That's true. I'll think about that later. Then she will. How many are alive? 3? No, 3. Yeah, that we can see.
That you can see. Yeah.
You know there's more beyond. You guys
All right.
perceive that.
She's gonna. I guess. Would like to get
Alright,
some better sight.
That should be fixed in the future, Gorby. I
Thank you.
edited the token.
Move
think I can
over
change it
there. Yeah, she can't see anything
cool.
further. So what is it? Painting a little bit of the scene here. We have the
Moving
Inferno.
here,
Uh-huh.
moving here, this far south, you're just close enough now, just far south enough now to look more inside this palisade. And you see several buildings. The buildings rise, they're about even with the palisades, really. You guys can make them out. There's like, I guess that would be a way to answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fairly small buildings, none of them bigger than like 25 to 30 feet, most of them smaller. So about 30 people would fit comfortably, maybe 40 in this village. But as you come further south and look down, you look past these Orogs and the smoking orcs that are filling the entryway, and you see 2 large cages beyond. Your height or your senses enhanced by the lantern that you've attuned to. You do see kind of rising up, his bluish eyes wide, a sapphire blue, pink finned merman, kind of lifting to grab the bars in the distance.
Okay. So she can see him, but he's not 30 feet away. And there's creatures coming towards?
Yeah. Like you gather that the village is coming towards this blast at this point.
Okay. So she sees that. Then she will go ahead and do the Hunger of Hadar. But it's going to look, of course, different, as everyone knows. This one, I think, instead of it being like instead of it being white as it was previously, it will be a little bit more like the midnight sky. It'll be like extra beautiful, but then extra deadly at the same time. We'll see if I'm gonna place it like right here.
Okay.
So
it's a 20-foot radius sphere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dexterity check 16.
I think they make it at the start of their turn, or if they end their turn in the area.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
Don't believe. Bonus action says to Orin, says to Katep. Katep is within 30 feet. No, she'll say to Orin, because Orin's the 2 cages. Our objective is in one of the cages. Is in the furthest cage, blue. Obviously.
Orin, it's hard, but your senses are filled with the sounds of like slurping and slithering and just gross emanating from the inside of the spell.
Yeah.
But it's just darkness at this point. But just the darkness is complete. Where that fireball went off. All right. So that's it for your turn, Alua?
Yeah. So everyone within that radius is blinded.
Oh yeah, they're about to hate their life. Why did this? Oh yeah, that guy just had a lot of hit points. All right. I'm just gonna start moving a bunch of orcs that you guys can't see. I don't want to target him. There we go. All right. They start assembling. Avengers assemble.
Hmm.
Why can't I like?
Yeah, and then let me know when I need to like make
I
do
will.
damage and stuff. Sweet.
I will.
Okay.
There's a lot of work. I gotta move just real fast.
Oh dear lord. Yeah, there's a lot of them back there, guys.
Hey, can you see?
They coming a little bit.
Yeah, there's
Oh.
like slivers of lines of sight we can see.
Okay,
We
yeah, they're palisades, so that checks out. I'm fine.
And we have shared vision of
Yeah.
the party members, so we can see a little
That's
from where
right.
Alua is.
Yeah.
That's right. Actually, hold up. There we go.
Yeah, don't worry. Mora doesn't know there's that many. This is me going, oh dear God, guys.
Here we go.
Also, I don't know if this would make a difference, but Sven's whole emboldening thing lasts 10 minutes,
Yeah,
or
it's still up.
technically could have rolled the d4 on that saving throw.
Yeah, but we didn't.
I forgot about that. Yep. Actually, let me check something.
All the size are
All right.
here.
All right. You are up now, Sven. The Orogs have yet to go, so they haven't done their damage quite yet.
Oh, he is. Okay, I was going to say, technically, Orin's out of range to take advantage of it, but he's not. He's just barely in range. Okay, I had something I wanted to do, and then I've now forgotten what it was. Where was it? Oh, yes.
Right now, you
Someone?
can see one orc running around the palisade, like what do they have? Let me double check. Like a javelin, kind of at
Like
the
this one?
ready. At the very north of the map. Yeah.
On my ping?
Yep.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's just the darkness inside. You can make a few glimpses of movement through the palisade, but I know I shut off most of y'all's vision, or I hope I did.
Okay.
I meant to.
Why would you do that?
I'm evil. Actually, in Sven, you kind of hear the alarm. You can translate the alarm shouting within. After this fireball and then this darkness appears, you hear one voice cutting above some of the other commotion. Gather around the fire. Somebody grab the prisoner.
Okay.
Devasia might be playing games.
Who's
Does
Devassi?
the name Devasia ring any bells for me?
No.
No? Okay.
Yeah, it's your crazy ex.
Well, now. I am just going to, I think, saunter over here-ish. And I will recast the spiritual weapon on, I guess,
Remember,
just the closest.
we can't see
You
them
can't
at the
see
moment.
them at the moment. They are.
There's people right.
Under Shadar.
Oh, right. Yes, sorry. In.
Trying to. Yeah.
Can I still cast one?
You can. You can't see them to attack them, though.
I
There's
can't
this
even
guy
attack
coming
at
up from up
disadvantage.
here.
Yeah, there's that guy coming up.
Yeah, you know what? Whatever. Yeah, I'll cast this. What's the range on spiritual weapons? Sorry, I'm not used to using spells.
Yeah.
60 feet. Okay, I'll cast a spiritual weapon on him then.
Okay.
Just to stave him off.
All right.
And I just roll a normal. 16.
16 does hit these
Okay.
orcs. Most of the regular orcs, not the Orogs, just have like hides and stuff strapped to them.
Oh.
For 5.
5 damage. And then I'm assuming I'm within 60 feet of this guy, right? Yeah, I didn't even check. Yeah. And then I will toll the dead on him as an action.
Okay. That's a
It's a DC 15 wisdom.
fails.
Okay. What?
It's gonna roll the both types of damage
Oh,
each time.
13.
It's the top one. Yeah. That is enough to finish this orc off. kind of. Do you have any description for Toll the Dead or anything like that? Any flavor you'd like to add?
I think in this case the spear just impales him, and then you guys will basically just like he'll combine that, and then he'll see him like almost grasp out towards the orc, and then pull in, and the energy will then like transform into a image of a tree or a sapling that will form around the creature as he falls before the image dissipates.
What sound does it make? Do you want it to be a bell or do you want it to be something else?
Oh, I guess it doesn't actually make. It has to make a sound, doesn't it?
It does say it has to make a sound.
Can I make it like,
The rush of a waterfall could work. Thematically for your.
Yeah, I think it's either it's something wildly, whether it's like a strong gust of wind or a rush of a waterfall.
Sure. Yeah.
You guys are obviously noticing that there seems to be some naturistic element of Sven's holy magic.
All right. Anything else in your turn, Sven?
No, I think that's everything. Sorry for the
Okay.
long turn.
You're good. All of the Orogs fail, so you can roll your damage. Oh wait, is it a DC 16? Oh, one of them succeeded. Let's go.
What?
Takes half damage.
You
on
can
a
roll. Yeah,
save?
it takes half damage. You can roll the damage for your Hunger Hufadar for these Orogs.
Oh,
Two of them failed. One succeeded. Oh my Jesus fuck! Can you not, Alua?
Yes.
Can you not?
Well,
Alright,
the
it's-
bottom acid damage is only if they
Hold
end
on.
their turn in it.
Yeah.
So at the start,
12
any
is what
creature
they
that starts
take,
its
yeah.
turn takes 12 no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Got
They
it.
start their turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and then if they end, they have to make.
And
And
Yeah.
And the save is for all or nothing.
Yep.
Okay. But also say that moves through it would take that cold damage. Okay, cool. So they're gonna get to run out. I'm so excited, you guys. Let me take out the 12 for all these guys. The three Orogs do charge out, blood like blistered and like burnt and just fucked up, but angry. They don't know where to run out at exactly, so I'm not gonna give them the best leavings. They're just gonna kind of run straight as far as that one can get. This one is gonna dash to Alua, and this one's going to attack Orin. So only this one will dash to Sven, actually, meaning that as it passes you, Orin, you can turn and swipe at him.
You know it. Oh, get that out of the way.
Kind of
You
bangs
do have
off
a plus D4 if you want to try.
You can do that once per turn.
Yes, but this isn't his turn.
Yes.
So, is that how that works?
13.
That's what it says, once per turn, which I think is each person's individual effort. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Still doesn't hit. Hit through the plate mail. Just kind of, glances off the side, or actually just misses. He just kind of rushes out furious. These orcs are not holding back. They're taken by their battle frenzy. And this Orog up front will make his 2 great axe attacks against you. The first one is going to be a 20 to hit.
That it hits, yeah.
The second one is a 23 to hit.
Well, yeah, that obviously hits.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Well,
more
fucking
moving
roll
where
that
she
good.
did. I'm so out of range to stop re-rolling at the moment.
All right. So,
Even Sven, you're too far away.
Ooh! Rolled a 11 and a 12 on their damage. So 16 on the first attack and 15 on the second. He just comes in, just furious, and just swipes down at Orin with 2 massive great axe attacks. Kind of hitting through your armor. Yeah, and dealing a good fucking bit. But that's all they can do. Which brings us to Joyce. Joyce is going to drop a flaming sphere and hit both of these Orogs up front, I think. 5-foot diameter sphere. Yeah, I could just drop it in the middle of that space.
Avoid the fighter, guys. Fire bad.
Yeah, in general, I think I like if there is like that 12 damage, I'd cause that happen at the beginning of their turn. I think that's what we've generally done.
What?
What?
The cold damage happens at the start of their turn. The acid
Yeah, so-
damage happens if they
So
end their turn.
we would like in the future we'll do like the cold damage immediately,
Hmm.
and then skip it the first turn. That way you don't like cast it and then lose your concentration and nothing happened, which doesn't make sense to me. Actually, I guess you can only hit one of them with the flaming sphere, so I think she's just going to acid arrow. Probably the one that just effed up. Oh, I don't know. No, she'll help out Alua. She knows Alua's not the fighter.
Weak
Yeah,
sauce.
Orin can
Right.
handle himself.
Yeah. All right, so she will acid arrow out at this Orog. And hit. She deals 4d4 damage immediately, which is 11, which is enough to kill it. You blast this little acid out at the had 5 hit points left. Blast acid out, kind of like, "Hello, watch out!" And the Orog falls back, screaming in agony. It's like the
With
plate armor is
acid
boiled
sisters.
through. Yeah.
Acid sister. Alula goes back and just gives like the biggest thumbs up. Thank you.
Yeah. And that is her turn.
Bloodlust.
Catel,
Yes, I can finally move.
you can finally move. Oh shit! Guys, they're not flanking us!
Yeah, so I'm going to start running forward. 10, 15, 20. Kind of get up here next to Sven, try to give him a hand with this Urog. I don't think I... 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Yeah, I don't have enough movement to get into a flanking position, so I'm just going to stand here and start swinging.
Sure. I must have accidentally 20 hits. Disabled the thing that shows drag distance. I'll look into that. Hey,
I'm
you're
back, boys!
Oh.
Stop it.
And here comes the
Oh.
second one.
You know what? I totally forgot
Natural
about
20.
a thing these guys can do. They're aggressive.
Oh, too bad.
But yeah, I forgot about it, so it's fine. They could have gotten their attacks off on you guys.
I'm
15 missed.
I'm going to roll that d4.
You get the
Sure.
D4, yep.
Right. Need a 3.
Or
Is that
4.
it?
Oh,
Just match their AC.
it could have been a. Yeah, never mind.
There you go.
Or
Hey,
11
there we go.
damage.
Alright. Still up, but very badly hurt at this point.
All right. Don't have any great bonus actions, so I'm just going to stand here and kind of strike a defensive position next to Sven.
Alright. Back up to the top, Mora. You are ready.
Magic
We're gonna
moves.
move right up to here because being so far away screwed me on so much shit I could have done. I'm gonna look right at the guy in front that keeps laying into Orin and going, "No, I think it's enough of that." I'm gonna ray of enfeeble him.
Okay. Is that a you attack or me?
It's a me attack.
AC is 18.
20.
Do 20 bigger than 18 confirmed.
So any damage done by strength is halved.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
It takes 20 damage?
No.
No.
It's a 20 to hit, but now any damage it does to you is halved.
He knows.
Oh.
Alright.
So
You're up, Orin.
All right. I'm just going to hit this guy in front of me.
Fuck him
But
up.
yeah, so he like runs in, hammers Orin a couple of times. Orin like staggers back, but he's got this big plate mail, so there's not really much of an emote, right? So that he might hear a grunt, but then Orin's like that silver hammer like flashes up, hooks the thing's neck, pulls it down, and he headbutts it. It's just an attack. I'm just flavoring it. I don't want to actually do anything. Yeah. But
No,
it's like-
make an
it's like
improvised
real
attack with your
cool.
head.
Yeah, that will smack you. Oh, that guy doesn't have a lot of health. Yeah. He stumbles
finish
back,
it?
clutching his head into the hunger. Into the
Yeah.
Hadar, and will never emerge. Because he did. He had 8 hit points left. Oh no. Leave my poor babies alone, you guys.
1d4.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh,
Fuck your
Fudge.
bond.
hell yeah.
Fuck your
Emboldening
chicken bond.
bond. They are in fact emboldened.
And that is 12 is enough. Yeah, he had 11 left, so. Do you want to describe how
Boom.
Orin darts back and finishes off this guy, or?
Yeah. So like I said, Orin like pulls that guy's hammers his plate mail helmeted head into that Oroc's face, right? And like without even waiting to see it stumble back, he like spins back, and it's almost like a quick dancer's two-step, as it's like a big long step, and his hammer's like swinging like a baseball bat, and just catches the thing because it's looking at Sven and stuff, right? And so these guys, the two Katep and Sven, might just see this thing like go sideways real quick. It's just like boof, and Orin's standing it like, good work, guys. I heard him.
Captain.
I heard them talk about pulling the prisoners out. I think we've got to hurry.
Right, then Alua will drop the Hunger Fadar.
All right. See them kind of just marshaling the beyond. Delete that wall.
I still have a bonus action,
Do sub a bonus action.
actually. And I'm just checking. Is my second win a bonus
It is
action?
a bonus. Yes.
I'm just gonna roll that now.
All right.
Or
9 points of healing. All right. Free action to drop the spell.
Oh,
You
it's
can
my
kind
turn.
of see them. It is your turn. You can see them now, just kind of marshaling inside. They're kind of moving forward. They were intimidated by the darkness, but they are kind of making a forward motion. The ones you can see.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that the remaining Orogs actually don't have their plate mail. The ones that were up were the ones who were like on duty. Yeah, the ones.
The ones who were in the barracks ready, and then the other ones were off shift.
Yeah, they were drunk off their ass or something.
Crap. She'll yell over, cover me! And do what she does best, I guess. Oh my gosh, how do I drag? Is this not... Nope. Oh, goodness. I forgot how to do something. There we go. Can I go diagonally? Does that count?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
These guys off the map, they're dead.
It doesn't freaking reach. Grr.
Right, Lewis rushed up towards the palisade entrance.
Out of curiosity, are the Palisades still on fire since they were in the nightmare void cold slurping sounds?
Yeah, probably not. They just kind of fall apart. We'll say
But
those
fire!
fall apart.
But fire.
All right, then she's just going to.
But
what is
fire.
this creature? What's this one here?
I don't know, one of the Orogs.
Oh, it's an Orog.
We'll say
Guys.
the 10 feet
Oh,
of
no.
palisade on either side, 15 on this one, is burned away and kind of fallen to rubble.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, she took a look. She sees things, and she's like, "Yeah, that's a stupid idea," and then run back.
Okay.
She has no shame.
She has no pride needing saving. I know one died.
Went too far over. Yeah, she'll just hang out by her brother, and then she will give the deeds of, this is what the situation looks like. They're going after the prisoner. We must save the poor. Yes.
All right. Brings us up to the orc's turn then. Man, not having drag distance, guys, I'm just gonna fucking eyeball it for these ones that are far away. Most of what is charging you guys at this point are just the regular orcs. Less durability, less hit points, high to armor.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Man.
them.
I wish they had moved before she had moved, because then she would. I was trying to get them. I was trying to get the ones that were down there in a line so that I could cast a line attack. But
You can always hold your actions if you think they will, but it's your fault for rolling such great initiatives.
It is my
I beg to differ.
definitely my fault.
All right. Orcs have a cool little feature called aggressive, where as a bonus action they can move up to their speed towards a creature they can see. Most of these orcs have great axes and javelins, but they've got the javelins out right now. They're gonna move in to try to get close enough to start lobbing them at the group. It's gonna
Shit, my one weakness.
Deflect.
Weapons.
Weapons.
My one weakness, being stabbed by a pointy object to death.
All right, we'll say that's the barrage facing you guys.
Holy
Rather
crap.
rather than roll a bunch of attacks, I'm going to give them 2 like barrage attacks of javelins because it's like 12 coming out here. So I'll say just all 5 of you guys roll a dexterity
but-
saving throw.
Don't most of them
Then-
have disadvantage because they're so far away?
Oh, right. A lot of them do. I mean, I'll just roll real quick. They're gonna target Orin. He's the one in front. They're not smart. These ones, 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right. These first 5 don't have disadvantage. Then the rest do. I just have a jaw target Orin, which is good for Orin. What's their attack modifier? Bad. It's bad. What's your AC, Orin?
20.
Fuck, I have to roll a 15 to hit.
Yes.
Miss. 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 Hit. 1 hit. Miss. And then, fuck me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at disadvantage. Miss. 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 Fuck me. 2 natural 14s on that guy. Miss.
Ooh.
Miss. Miss. 1 hits.
And I'm going to use interception on the one that hit.
Okay. You're actually,
Right,
roll
1
your-
out of 10?
no, 1 out of like 12.
Wait, it's
Well-
not applying the modifier. It should be +7.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay,
Oh.
well, you don't. It doesn't deal damage. You just both kind of like you put your shield up. He braces behind. Do you want to describe how Orin avoids 11 other javelins coming at him?
Yeah, I think, like you say, I don't think they all like miss. I think some of them just like clatter off of his armor and Katep's shield, right? It's just like ping, coo, coo, coo. And it's like, shit, yeah, we gotta close some distance. I was lucky and I've got plate armor, but we don't all, so yeah.
I think you guys see Sven laugh at that. Like, just like how like pathetic the attacks are. You see Sven enjoys that moment.
The one though, I think there is one that like bites and he's like, and he has to like grab it and yank it out real quick.
I'm going to edit this token real fast as you do
You
see
didn't roll
amongst that-
damage though.
I did
Because
Oh.
And
it's not
he
negated.
Oh, I'm done. Yeah. Never mind.
because he's a hoe.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You guys do see in this group one larger orc with like chainmail, this big ass spear in hand, a great axe just held in the other one, moves forward and he just like gives a roar of I will see to this. And he is going to then actually, he's got spears in both hands, we'll say, and he's going to throw both of them. He's going to throw the first one at Orin. Let's see what happens. It's at disadvantage. Misses. So kind of like you're able to like move out of the way, kind of looks at the 5 of you all, and will turn and throw the second spear at Alua, who's the least armored of the group.
Behind
Also
Katep,
disadvantage.
really?
Still a disadvantage.
Well, I would
Katep
like to think
doesn't
that
have
she
his
gave him the middle
reaction.
finger then. Been
It's
like,
an
"Fuck
11 to hit.
yeah."
Falls just short, kind of impales, but it goes like a foot deep when it lands. This fucking dude threw with some stank behind it.
He tries to pull it out.
But he
Doesn't
does
work.
miss. But he does miss. Yeah. All right, that is their turns. Vin, you are up now as a new horde has entered the fray. I'm gonna move some of these ones who are too far away to do anything.
I've noticed you've put concentrating on me.
Spiritual weapon is not concentration. I'm sorry.
Yeah, spiritual weapon, and neither is emboldening bond.
Yeah, I knew emboldening bond wasn't. Yeah. Okay, you took it off yourself. It looks like that's fine.
Oh, I didn't. I hadn't yet. I just wanted to make
It's
sure.
gone. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. Yeah.
I will. I think. Oh, I had an idea, but now I'm not sure. Oh, there's a lot of orcs there, guys.
Oh, every time has Sven, you killed one, right? Yeah, with your
I
spiritual
did, yes,
weapon.
actually.
Make a charisma saving throw for me.
A charisma saving throw. Okay.
And Orin has to make another one?
It's still laughing already. It's just kind of
Okay, yeah.
bubbling
Got it.
back up every murder, every kill. You hear that laughter, but it fades away.
Okay.
And you're immune for now.
How does I know Orin? You got wailed on. How hurt does he still look?
He's not in desperate situation. He's okay. I mean, do you guys not see each other's health bars?
I see
No,
Sven and
not
Joyce, but
really.
no one else.
Okay.
Yeah, I
is.
just see mine and Joyce's.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
I see Sven's
fixed
and
hers
Joyce's in mine.
thinking-
I can only
Yeah,
see him
yeah.
on the camera, but I can't see him on my personal.
Yeah, let me. I don't mean to hide that from you guys. He's a little bit above half. I
Okay.
don't imagine you guys want to keep that secretive from each other.
No, I don't think so.
No. Everyone needs to know when I die.
Okay, I think Sven is going to basically shoulder up beside you, Orin, and shield up, spirit of defensive stance. And then you guys will see him again stamp the butt of his spear on the ground, and a wide circle around him erupts in this yellowish light, and then starting to swirl around him are these they're just swirling butterflies. As my spirit guardians are conjured.
Oh, that's dope.
I love spirit. What do they look like?
Butterflies.
Describe
Just butterflies. Oh, just butterflies. I thought they were gonna be some other little thing. I thought it was spirit butterflies.
So it is a swirling torrent of butterflies that
What color butterflies?
they're these bright yellow butterflies. Yeah, so they're swirling around. They pass over you guys harmlessly, but you expect them to fuck people up if they get too close.
They look nice and lightly fluttering at the moment. Let the enemies come.
That is
They
an
become
action.
tornado.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to start moving my spiritual weapon over slowly.
Nice.
That's for
That was
Joyce.
it. Yeah, good.
Sure, it can move 20 feet?
Yes, 20 feet. I can't seem to select.
Yeah. I'll fix that here in a second.
Yeah, that's actually. Is there anyone? These palisades aren't don't have balcony walls they can look over, right? They're just walls.
No.
Okay.
They're just sticks stuck in the ground with sharpened points.
Okay. Yep. That's my turn.
All right. Orog's up now. Where my Orogs at? Mostly dead. They're mostly dead.
And there's
All but
a little
two.
over there, and some over there.
One smeared on the ground over there.
Bodies.
I'm just gonna guess they're gonna have to fully run in, and they are. They're just running in because they're orcs. They're going with the homeboys. Joyce's turn.
I gotta read something on my sheet real quick. Yeah, this.
10, 15, 20.
I've been waiting
25,
to use. Oh my
30. Well, Joyce is able.
Oh, these poor bastards.
Oh, baby.
God. Come on, Joyce.
100 feet long. Yeah, she'll just spear through these.
She's not gonna hit the merfolk, is she?
I'm about to say she's not gonna.
No, it'll go just beyond.
It's a straight line down this column.
Yeah.
Oh, baby. That's 6 orcs.
Yeah. I'm thrilled about it, you guys. My poor babies.
Yeah, we know what's coming.
Orc babies.
Oh, that's actually pretty average.
All right. Yep. So most of them, well, dead. 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 And the other ones get saves. All right. There is one Orog in that group. Well, I forgot about him.
Oh well.
Succeeds. One succeeds. The Orog fails.
He's like
Other
stuck
orc
behind the other orcs.
fails.
He's like, move. Move
So this one takes 13 and is left with 1
out of
hit
the
point.
way.
Good on him. This one takes 26. And the other one, that was just 6, not 26. And that one dies. And that's Joyce's turn. She blasts out this flash of electricity that kind of like grounds out in the ground, somewhere in the village. And 4 orcs don't get back up. One is just having the worst time of things. He's like dazed, looking around. Got his like he's trying to pull out his great axe, but like it's like shocking everything around him. It's not great for him. That's Joyce's turn.
Alua says, "What an electric personality."
I just killed so many people.
Ooh, does Joyce get marked by the voice?
She rolled a natural 20 on her save.
Oh.
Because she did kill the one with her acid arrow.
Does that mean she's like immune to it, or
For now.
we don't see her flinch or anything?
You do kind of, maybe she's like, wait, what is that? Muttering to herself. Probably nobody heard her at the time. Maybe Alua. She's got a pretty good passive perception. But yeah, like she was affected, but shrugged off the effect, whatever this effect is.
Yeah, Alua probably would not have picked up too much because, like, in the heat of the moment, she could have been like, "What is that ugly orc?" And she'd been like, "Yeah, exactly." So,
Gonna put a thing on the 2 people who did fail, just so I remember.
So
I don't think Lua's killed anybody yet, has she?
no,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
So,
Unfortunately.
seeing these spectral butterflies, like, Katep doesn't understand magic on the fundamental level, but he probably gets the idea of whatever Sven's doing, beneficial to them, harmful to the enemy, something along those lines.
Like, we are Disney frickin' princesses.
Probably. Just like a swarm.
Alright. In that case, he's going to step up here, trying to maximize the number of people he can cover with interception, and I think he's going to hold an attack for if someone gets close to him, since whatever's going on with Sven's magic, he can see that it has a defined radius, so he's going to try to hang out inside that for now.
Sure.
I don't really have anything cool to do with the bonus action at the moment, so I'm just going to hold an attack for the first enemy that gets within range.
Sure. Are you just going to stay right there?
Yep.
Okay. Mora, back to you.
I'm gonna just step up to right there. They're all nice and clumped up pretty.
Heck yeah.
You can place the thing whenever it tells you to cast the spell.
Ah, yay.
We're just gonna put that right there.
Okay. Roll your damage.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Oh.
boo.
Couple of ones
Brutal.
there.
I mean, considering the other one that was 26
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
kill a lot, so, and like wrecked the health, I feel like this is gonna take out the rest.
Okay. Only one, and the one that was at 1 hit point, die even if they succeed. Let's go. Alright. Dexterity save, right? They have a plus.
Dexterity save of 17.
They all have a +1. They all have a
17? That's so high. Jesus.
Alright. Orog fails. Orc fails by 1. Orc fails. Orc fails. Orog fails. Orc succeeds.
Ooh.
Orc fails. See, you guys are doing all the good rolls. Whoop.
Yeah, we are.
Fails. And Chief Ural, who has also just a +1, succeeds.
Damn.
Natural.
That's one I was hoping would fail.
All right,
Yeah.
so it's 24 to everyone but this one. This one's left with 3 hit points. Cool. And it's save. There it goes. And then, all right, 24 kills. Doesn't kill the Orog outright. They have a bunch of hit points. Does kill that one. Kills, and ow. Yeah, alright, well that thins the herd a little bit. When smoke clears, most of them are gone. I forgot to deal the 12 damage to the chief. Let me do that real fast.
So, again at disadvantage, or I'm just affected now?
You're just affected now. You can kind of hear it kind of laughing further and further, and there's like this like itch in the back of your neck. You're not like bound to it, but you feel like this connection with the hill behind you. About 2,500 feet behind you.
Yeah, only thing that's going to be said is, anyone else know, which one of you is in my fucking head? And like looking, but that's the end of her turn.
All right.
I think Orin hears Mora say that, but he also has the laughing inside his head, so he doesn't actually respond. His helmet might dip a little bit as he pulls his hammer up in front of him. And I'm going to... Yeah. Oh, wrong thing, I believe. I think that's where I wanted to go.
All right.
And then, so he's kind of like right in front of the gate. Everybody over there could see him. And as he's kind of gripping his hammer, there's this like quick crackle, a real quick lightning bolt, like skitters up his arm and over his shoulder blade because everybody's behind him, right? So they might see it like crackle up and over his shoulder blade. That split second before there's a quick like zoom, and this like electric ball just spreads out from Orin as he uses his lesser war gem of lightning.
All right, what is the range on that?
15 feet. So it's just these four that's near him.
Yep. All right. That's what, 2 orcs and an Orog? Yeah, and the chief. All right, orc fails. Wait, yeah, fails. 12. Second one fails. Orog succeeds with a 13. The chief succeeds with a natural 19.
That's really high damage for 3d10.
Jesus fuck. Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Here, is it half damage on a
They
success?
They take half success, yeah.
All right, so he failed. First one failed, so blasted. This one failed as well, blasted. This one succeeded, takes 13. Still up, but ow. And this guy takes 13.
Right, so there's 2 Orogs there. I'm actually a little nervous about my hit points. So as all the
Orog
as
and
the dust
chief.
settles, so as the dust settles, you see Orin. He's tipping back his potion of greater healing,
All right.
and he tosses it aside as he knows he's about to scrap with the big boss man. And so I will use this because we decided that's bonus action, right?
Yeah. Bonus action
Okay.
for potions on yourself, so I'm saying.
Perfect.
I'll say specifically healing potions. Fancier potions, I'm going to say, are still in action, but you guys are so used to...
Okay.
You know how to stomach a healing potion quickly now. All right, 14 more hit points. Nice.
And that's it for me.
All right, Alua, you're up.
Okay. Seeing that her brother is, of course, going straight into battle, like the crazy person he is. 1 second. She's just gonna maybe do a little shuffle.
I'm trying to bottleneck them. If we can get another cluster together, you guys can blast it all again.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, she'll go here. And
I was going to use my bonus action to move Sven so that I had his radius on top of the chief.
okay.
But I kind of needed that potion. I don't know if I could survive a couple of hits from both of them.
Sweet. It still
I mean,
all right, I'm gonna do
metagaming wise, you could have moved me, I could have healed you, and then...
That's true, yeah.
Because I
Bring
am
it up in
El
character, so we'll
Clarico.
think about- Yeah, bring it up in character because we'll have a icy reason to do it next time.
Yeah.
All right, Alua, what are you up to?
I want to do this Tasha's cost. I want to do the caustic brew.
Okay.
Which is a line.
30-foot long line.
That's not where I wanted it to go. I didn't know how to rotate it. I wanted
That's
to
fine.
get
Where do you want to go?
the Chief Earl, and the basically to this all the way this guy.
5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Yep, okay. All right, that is a just
Dexterity.
Another dexterity.
Chief is rolling incredible. 18. Natural 18.
Of course. it is.
Second guy. So it just doesn't happen. Yeah, okay. No
Yeah.
effect on us.
Uh,
The guy in the back
Yeah. Nothing. Go for
fails.
it.
It's an 11. So 12. And I'm not going to make you... Well, you know what? Okay, yeah. Go ahead and roll the damage, because they're going up next anyways.
Okay.
On the second orc here. He has 3 hit points. Okay, you did it.
He has
And we
3
said
hit
it was
points as a 3 shows up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Alright, anything else for you, Alua?
I don't think so. I was gonna say, but then I was like, I didn't say it the first time. I was gonna use my points, but
Gotcha, yeah.
well, I guess.
Remember, you can
I
quicken. You can still quicken spell a cantrip for however many points.
Then I'll do that. I'll quicken spell a cantrip.
Okay.
And use Mind Sliver.
Okay.
So there's an intelligence saving throw. 16.
14 plus 0.
Sweet.
All right. 6 points of psychic damage to the chief, right?
The chief, yeah.
Yeah. Donk, and he takes a D4 off of his next saving throw. What, before the start of your next turn? End of your next turn. Okay.
End of
Cool.
yeah.
All right. So
Something.
one orc is blasted by that line of acid that the chief managed to pull back from. As the orcs begin to surge forward, he looks back, and the rest of you guys don't make out anything other than the good call. You hear the laughter. It fades after a moment.
And she kind of looks. She's like, "Ha, that was funny," realizing that's not her brother. It's like, wait a minute.
Because these orcs have aggressive, they can close the distance, the 60 feet. I think all of them can, right? 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, actually, this one's gonna run up to Alua around the corner.
Wait, can it see me though?
Eventually it can.
Okay.
As these ones run forward, everyone but Sven hears the chief calling out, it's like just guttural, but you hear the word Grummish come up. Sven, you hear, wait till you feel Grummish in you. As all these orcs are going to move forward and hold their attacks. One's going to push past you, Orn, and you can opportunity attack if you like. So 2 of them are going to get up to Alua. If you'd like to make an attack of opportunity on one.
I think Shinny might have had to step away for a second.
Do we want to assume that he always takes attacks of opportunity?
I don't think he'd let these things get close to Alua.
Especially if he
choice?
had the choice, yeah. So
I'll just go ahead and here. I'll say Alua. Roll a d20 real quick.
Okay.
Then we get what? Yeah, that'll do it. And then roll. What is it? 2d6.
2d6.
Yeah,
so you can
2d6
reroll
reroll
ones
ones
or
or
twos.
twos.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, yay!
make a weapon attack real quick.
Oh,
Never mind. Okay,
Never
that's
mind.
fine.
Oh,
You
wait,
did it.
That's
He
good
dead.
damage, though. Look at that.
He dead.
Oh.
He dead. That's fine.
Wait, what did I did? Yay! I did something.
We said as one orc ran past, you made an opportunity attack against them. But they're all coming in, holding their attacks until the chief tells them to attack. And the chief goes right after them. And on his turn, the chief is going to step forward. He's going to fight the strongest because he's an orc. But he moves forward. He gives this just mighty, deep roar that reverberates around the field as this battle cry.
Oh, it's not a spell?
It's not a spell. It's just a battle cry that fills his allies with determination and gives them advantage on all their attacks.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's bad.
It's getting message, nothing important. Okay, cool. Right, so now that they have their cue, all the orcs are going to attack. They have great axe attacks. One against Alua. They get +5 on these. So that's a 22
Can
against
I
you,
use,
Alua.
Yeah, that does hit. Because I do have my rapier equipped. Can I use shield?
Sure. What's your AC?
20, 19, 18,
Is
18. Sorry,
18?
18,
Okay,
and
yeah.
then
Then yeah,
shield is
yeah.
plus
Shield
5.
will +5. Yeah. All right. So you ding, your one cast of shield through the rapier, and the rapier just. Did you have the rapier out?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah,
Going
then
to
yeah.
battle.
The rapier just kind of immediately like magnates as you speak this command word and intercepts the great axe and somehow deflects it just to the side. All right, and then that's 1, 2, 3 against. Actually, let me double check the range on Battle Cry 2. 30 feet. All right, so that Orog will get it. 3 attacks against Orin. Yeah, potion
From
of
the
healing.
chieftain?
3 from the orcs right now
Okay.
that were holding their attacks. That is an 18 on the first
Does
one, which
not hit.
misses. Second one is also a miss.
Yes.
The last one is a natural 20
Re-roll it.
Oh!
Clutch.
for an 18 plus 5, so 23 still, but
No double damage though.
not double the damage.
No double damage.
Uh,
God,
That's why I
Moira,
moved where I did. I
is
wanted
so
everyone to
clutch.
change.
Hands are all sweaty.
all
can't
the
right.
do it
dangerous
again,
ones are coming. Each of these Orogs have 2 attacks. 4 more to go.
Yeah.
Right, so that
But I'm
is
stopping one of them.
Yeah,
9
stop
points
in
of
the
slashing
crit.
damage on this one.
Oh, that could have been
Um,
so much worse.
As you see these them start to cut into Orin, you guys would see a quick flash between each of me's Katep and Orin. And Katep, you don't know exactly what it is, but you feel like if you needed to, you could get to Orin and protect him. If you were so motivated to.
Oh hell yeah, let's go with that feeling. I'll drop my held action to use my reaction on something.
What are you doing?
So, Glass is going to use one of my features called Protective Bond.
Okay.
As his reaction, he can. Let me
Tep
make sure I
has
get this.
already used his reaction.
No, I've used my action. The reaction
You're
is the
holding.
trigger.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay. That's
So
what
I'm
you're-
letting go. I've basically wasted my action, but I'm using
Okay.
a different reaction instead of my held action.
Sure.
So,
Trust you on that one.
as a reaction, he can use his part of the Unbundling Bond feature. He can teleport to a creature and take the damage instead.
Okay.
Boing!
Well, don't take the 9. Take something bigger.
He's taking the 9.
Okay.
I
Right.
can also do this, Ginny.
Cool.
We are literally the DM's bane when you put the 4 of us fucking together. We're like, you want to do something to one person? Nah, bro.
Sorry, more. I can't hear you over the laughter in your head.
Yeah.
So you take 9 points of damage, Katab, and now the chief's going to have his 2 attacks.
I'll take those back. Thank you.
That is a 20, right on to hit.
Yeah.
For a D12 plus a D8. Because he has Grummish's Fury. Right.
Actually, let me check something quickly, Alex.
Okay.
So technically, Protective Bond is about to take damage. I would assume that would have to be declared before they deal the damage, right?
Yeah, it would.
I don't know if you want to renege last turn or whether we're going to go ahead, but
We'll just say. I mean, it's not like in general. Like if we'll assume, because obviously in game, it's saying damage is quick, right? So we'll assume that you do it. Like if it's not like, oh wait a minute, it was 1 damage. Never mind, I won't do it. Then I'll be like, nah,
Right.
you said you do it instead. Like,
Right.
as long as you're quick about it. Right. Do you want to do it on this damage?
yes, I think, yeah.
Okay.
Seeing him chop down, I'm
It
going
is,
to
14 points of damage.
14 points of damage. Okay, so I fly in towards.
So here's an interesting thing. Spirit Guardians is up, and it's the chieftain's turn, but he didn't start his turn in it.
We'll roll it after.
Yeah, I think it would
After-
go on the start of.
Yeah. after his turn, he's entered it. I would think so.
So sorry,
But-
14 damage.
14 damage. We'll roll his attack because he's fine. We'll say it happens after their action. It's all kind of happening simultaneously. Actually, you know what? As you teleport in, we'll go ahead and roll damage as a wisdom save, right? On Spirit Guardians?
Yes, it's a wisdom save of. I lost track of it. Where'd it go? 15.
Just meets it with a 15 because he has a plus
Okay.
2 to his wisdom save throws.
I believe he takes no damage, right?
I think it's half.
No, they take half as much. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and roll your damage because he is going to.
Why did it roll so?
I don't know why I rolled
it
so many.
because of the evil alignment.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
13 halved.
Is that a thing for Spirit Guardians?
Apparently.
Yeah, if you're evil,
Yeah,
they
Why am I
no,
not
extra
seeing? Why
fiendish.
am I not seeing? Oh, 'cause it's up here. How
Oh,
much did you say? How much was the result?
13 radiant damage.
20. Was it 13?
so
13 total, so
Oh,
13 to halve to 6.
Let's see here.
the damage type is dependent on your alignment as a cleric.
Okay, we can just remove the.
Yes, we can just remove
So
that.
it's 13 halved to 6. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
He just removed it. He's still pretty durable. He's not about to fall over. But then he's gonna fucking swing at you because he's mad. You're bullshit, and you're less armored.
At me?
Yeah.
Okay.
He seems to think you're bullshit for some reason. I wonder why.
That is a 14 plus 6 is a 20 to hit.
Ooh, that does hit me.
What was that? A D20 or D12 plus a D8. That's right. Oh man, I wasted all my good great axe rolls early on. It's
Yeah,
still
good.
18 points of damage though.
18.
So I rolled
Hachi.
really good. This guy deals extra damage because he's a chief.
What does that put me at? That puts me at. Math is hard, sorry.
Remember, you can do minus in your health bar, like right click your token and do like select your health.
See, I try to do that
18,
and it just does
and then hit
minus in the
enter.
thing.
Do minus
Um,
18.
Just adds it in there.
Or you have to select your health, like double click to select your health. So
Oh, I'm in my character sheet.
you can do it in that, I believe, as well. It puts you at
19.
19. Yeah, 19. All right, that is all he has going on for him right now. So it's your turn now, Sven.
Oh, we're about to genocide these orcs.
I will say, because this is a weird case for what we just said. In this case, when you came into their sphere and like their turn was passed, we won't do these orcs. That'll happen at their turn. But since it was still the chief's turn when he entered, he did enter it on his turn. Why'd you roll a wisdom save? Do you mean to?
Concentration for the damage you took.
Yeah,
Ah, okay. There we
I
go.
saved.
And it should be Constitution, not Wisdom.
Yeah, Constitution. For a concentration
Oh,
check.
sorry. Should I roll it again?
No, you're rolling that 20. It's fine.
Okay. Well,
Oh, we can't see the nat 20. It was privately done.
Was it private?
Oh, sorry.
Show
Weird.
all.
There you go.
Yeah, look at that. Oh.
Well, you get a plus
Um,
3 for being next to Katep anyways.
Hold on.
Which-
I think I get.
You don't get advantage because you're not a war.
I
caster, don't
am
think.
a
Or you are a
warcaster.
warcaster. You have advantage. You succeeded anyways, though. You just succeeded.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, because it's
Yeah,
half
so you're good.
damage taken, which is 9 or a 10, whichever is higher.
Oh, actually, don't I have to roll on both of them?
No, you only hit. Oh,
I
you
did
actually
intercept.
teleported in. All right, well, there's your 2
Yep.
rolls. Your
There you
natural
go,
20
yeah.
and the next one. You're fine. You're fine.
All
You're fine.
Still fine.
He wants to roll dice. Leave him alone.
All right.
Sorry, it is my turn now.
Now it's
Okay, I'm going to Yauchi from that. I can see everyone's. Yeah, I'm going to cast a Cure Wounds on myself, I think.
Okay, what level?
I think just a
Do
level
it.
1.
Okay.
Do it.
Get myself 9 health back. 8. And then I will bonus action. Yes. Ooh, whoa. And then I think I will hit the chieftain.
the spiritual weapon? Sure thing.
Yeah.
Ying.
Is there an easy way to roll a spiritual weapon?
Just a D20 plus your spellcasting mod.
Which is +7.
No.
Yes.
Oh wait, yeah. I was thinking it's not. You get your proficiency on it. Yeah. +7. My bad.
So 20.
Yeah, hits. For what?
And it's a D8
plus wisdom modifier. Yeah. D8 plus 4.
D8 plus 4.
Oh!
For 6 damage. As this spear comes flying and just like jabs at him.
Alright.
Boom, ba-bam. That's my turn, I
Alrighty.
think. Yep.
Orogs are up now. One's already inside. The other one's gonna rush in. Roll wisdom saves for them. The first one here fails. Second one also fails. So if you want to roll your 3d8, 3d6, what is it?
Am I rolling individually on each person?
I would say it's just this turn to me.
Okay, so should I just use that 13 then?
Nah, we'll say like each turn you have to reroll, but like
Okay.
every creature type will take the same damage just to keep it.
Right. Okay, I see.
So you don't have to roll like 8 times if 8 orcs are around you.
Oh,
Eight.
Ooh, well, 8 does kill the one that was hurt, who had 7 hit
Jesus.
points. This Orog's going to rush up and kind of locating you as the source of all these stinging butterflies. I actually forgot to actually deal the damage. He's still up, but takes 8. He's just going to make his 2 attacks against you. He was just in range to benefit from the battle cry, so he gets these attacks at advantage.
Ooh, ruh-roh.
Even still, that is not a great roll. What do they have? They have a +6, I think. That is just a 13 to hit.
And no dice.
My dice are not kind to me. Second attack is a natural 20.
Ooh.
My reaction's gone. I'm sorry.
So is mine.
I was muted. I'm like, Mara, please.
No, I'm sorry. I used it on you.
Natural
No.
11 on the base dice.
You see?
Plus
Oh.
+4 is 15. Plus 12 is 27.
Oh,
He's unconscious.
I am down to 1 hit point.
Oh, nice.
who has the potion?
And that's all of them.
Save them.
Joyce.
I
Pass the
drank
potions
mine.
out.
Drank mine.
On Joyce's turn, she's going to 5, 10, 15, 20,
Sorry, that was how much damage? 28?
27. 27.
27, so I need to beat a
A 13.
13 on my con save. With Warcaster, thank God.
You're fine.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. Good
All
on.
right, she's going to run in.
She's running in. No, stay safe, Joyce.
And she is going to blast these 3 in the south here. I think she can hit without hitting Orin. Hold on.
She's an evocation wizard anyway, so.
She is an evocation wizard, thank you. So actually, she's just going to rush in as she's chanting. You see like little motes
Booga
of
booga,
ice.
Joyce Juga.
little motes of ice begin to kind of form. Well, yeah, since she's that, how many? She gets what? Half? What is that? She doesn't get all the features, by the way.
Right.
Rara, but she does get these.
Like you mentioned her being an evocation wizard, so she could do that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have said
sculpt.
anything.
She does get sculpt spell, so if she can get rid of 2 people, well, fuck it. Let's
I think
the
she's
chief,
hanging out
too.
with Alua a little too much.
Yeah.
She's rushing in. I like it.
I like how Alu's the one, like, oh no, I don't like it when someone does what I do. Stop.
Way too far. Where'd that go that
She
far?
didn't say, what are you talking about? She didn't say anything.
Too far.
The Cone of Colding?
She is frost fingering, which is like
Oh,
burning hands
geez.
but cold damage. So she can hit these
Frost
4 pretty
fingering.
much.
Yeah, that's
And
interesting.
so it's called frost fingers.
I know.
She'll upcast it. I didn't roll the upcast, but she's gonna upcast it at level 2.
I'm very glad I cured wounds to myself.
But
Yeah.
Me too.
one second.
That would have been big stinky.
Actually, no, she'll do it first level. She doesn't. have
Although
to
the
make
chieftain
those
goes
senses.
before I do, which kind of beats my...
These
but-
are Constitution saves. Ooh, they have good Constitution saves. All right, so this blast of
So,
ice washes out, and for like Katep and Mora and Alua, there's that Mora, maybe you kind of knew a bit more better what's coming on, and maybe you, Alua, you can decide. But certainly Kitab, as this blast of eyes just coats all the 5 creatures in front of you. There's that like, wait, shit. But as the eyes dissipate, you see that although it just passed over Orin and Sven, they are undamaged by it. So Chief succeeds because he's
Alua's
got
hype girling in the corner, being like, "Yeah, fire and ice, let's go."
What's your spell save? 15?
15.
Succeeds barely with a 15. Because orcs are good at Constitution. Second orc fails. Orog fails. All right. I think it's half damage. Yeah. Aww.
You said you're upcasting it, so you get one more d8.
I changed my mind. She doesn't
okay.
have as many spell slots
Spells as everyone does. Yeah.
person. So it's still a little bit. This guy, has 3 hit points left. This guy, 13. All right, so she does a little bit of damage. Tickles him. The Orog nearby just turns at her. He goes, oh, right.
Oh no.
And she is not exactly thrilled with her location. But that's her turn. Kadep, you're up.
Okay, so
Of these
Sven
enemies,
just got...
these enemies, by the way, the chief is still fairly healthy. He's hurt, but he's fairly healthy. The last Orog is clinging to life, and then there's a few orcs that are, healthy, but they're orcs.
Yeah, so Sven just got rocked by both the chieftain and the guy to the south.
I don't know that I'd say rocked. I rolled pretty badly overall.
27 damage.
1 damage roll. But yes.
Base 11.
He's he's got an axe in his chest right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, this image of the first hit knocked his shield out of it, and then the other one just got him right in the chest.
Yeah. All right.
Does Orin still have his mental connection with Katep?
Yeah.
All right, so you probably just hear Katep go in your head, "I'm going high again," and as a bonus action, he's kind of been hesitant to use his magic because of some complications beyond his control when he uses his strongest stuff, but you're going to hear him mutter, and he's going to cast a 2nd level smite spell onto his sword. He's going to cast Guiding Smite, which I believe would mean that both Joyce and Sven for the first time would see that kind of glowing fractal diamond symbol appear on his right hand. And I'm going to go with all hostile creatures within 10 feet of me are going to take 2d4 radiant damage
Holy
as
shit.
it's empowered.
Okay.
Amazing.
All living creatures within 10 feet.
Guys, we have some good
All
AoE.
hostile creatures.
Good AoE, yeah.
The Orog is blasted, burnt out of existence.
Is it fire?
Radiant.
Katep? It's his radiant? Okay.
Radiant damage. So there's just this glowing gold symbol appears, and there's a pulse of energy that kind of explodes out of him, and it kills at least one person. And then with his empowered sword, he's going to swing at the chieftain.
All right. Roll it.
I go on time. I'll be able to save Sven.
That hits.
All right, so I'm going to first level Divine Smite on the damage, and then I'll do the Guiding Smite thing.
Sure. Fuck me up.
Oh.
Nice.
Paladins, let's go, paladins.
So that's
fuck me up.
That's 24, and then the Guiding Smite effect. Which means he takes an additional 2d10 radiant and has to make a charisma save, or the next attack roll made against the creature before the end of my next turn will have advantage.
He's in lethal range. He succeeds with a 15 charisma save.
I couldn't do it. I want to, but I couldn't.
Well, that's not lethal.
No,
He's
it's not.
very fucked up.
Well,
Single digits now.
it's a good thing I have a second attack.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why do I always forget about second attacks?
Y'all are rolling
That's,
absurd. Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah.
Hit me with that 1.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that is not a
Look at this
1.
legit-
All right, how do you
When
want to
it
kill this?
counts, Katep.
All right, so I imagine this war chief is probably like sneering. He clearly doesn't like the magic man standing next to me. So as there's that pulse of energy from Katep's sword, I imagine just for flavor, even though he hasn't activated the special thing of the sword, the blade kind of shimmers that kind of bluish cyan color, and he swings in the first hit. He's going more for the dominant arm, like maybe slicing a tendon before just the follow up at the exposed nape of the neck.
All right, and the chief crumbles. Kind of the rest of the orcs give it like this, like you can see like fear in their eyes. All right, anything else for you?
That's it. I'm gonna stay next to this wounded man and try to protect him if he gets attacked again.
All right, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and these guys, these are just orcs. They're you guys can clean them up between Mora, Orin, and Alua. I'm not gonna. Well, they're all hurt. They fall before the might of your magic and arm.
And their chieftain crumbling.
The
They
chieftain's
surrender.
crumbling. They don't surrender. They do go down fighting, but they're terrified at this point. They're
Surrender
confused.
their lives.
In the aftermath, as you finish cleaving these down, then you're like pull the axe out of your chest. The merfolk, who's in the cage beyond, is grabbing the bars. Looking at him now, you can see that his fingertips have a red substance on them that could be blood. It's at a distance. You're not sure. In the cage close at hand, we'll not move up quite yet, because we're about to end. The cage close at hand, like closer cage, there's a corpse, another merfolk corpse, not moving. This merfolk man, who you could surmise to be Prince, fuck me, I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
Prince
That's a
fuck me,
wild
okay.
name. Wow.
It is Prince Almazan.
Prince fuck me, I mean.
His deep purple eyes are wide with terror, not relief. He's clutching the bars, kind of shuddering. He goes, no. You need to run. You need to leave this place. And we'll end the session there.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Ending
We're
as
taking you
Orin's
with
helmet
me.
hits the ground and he's like, there's something in me head.
The laughter is loud for you and Mora.
Guys, I almost
Yeah,
got borked
right.
in my first second combat.
Yep.
That's what happens when you yeet yourself in.
We
I was expecting to get crit.
So I think in character we're gonna be having a chat. Be like, okay, that's something we can do. Let's protect the magic Goliath man.
All right, well, we will pick up, figure out what the laughter is about, and what is the mystery of Nagria Island
Ooh.
next week.
But what if we just grab Merman and go?
You know, it's a
Yes.
good point.
Absolutely.
And we
We're
get
totally
cursed
fine.
forever.
It's a good point.
We're totally fine. We won't, lose our minds or.
Next week, same time, same place. Before then, Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, Odyssey of the Dragon Lords. But that's for later. Bye!
Okay, bye. Good night.
Bye.
Right.